Oh, we got your live programming right here on 202, the Opie and Anthony Show. Ready for broadcast.
I like the fact when we start the show, you put the boss's voice right at the end there.
Yes.
Good old Jay Leno. We had to bury the Jay Leno thing for a little while because, he was gone. It was sounding a little dated, and now he's back with his new show. And we get to bring that right back for
Bring him
everybody.
back. That's right, Opie. You keep fucking that chicken. I just love saying it. No apparent reason.
Ernie Anastas. I was trying to explain. How do I explain it to the listeners? I explained Ernie Anastas perfectly to you this morning, and I don't even want to mention the guy's name that I used as an example. But there are people, you probably know them.
Yeah, sure.
That they are completely clueless. They're like in space all the time.
Yep.
But they're able to pull off that they're not in space.
Yeah, they kind of they can do their job, and people that see them doing their job think, "Wow, that guy's on the ball. But knows what he's doing."
But if you just look at him for maybe 5 seconds, you realize, oh my God, this guy's in space and faking everything. He has no clue. He barely has a clue where he is right now.
Yeah.
They're called Club Soda Kenny's.
and Ernie Anastas is one of those guys. One of those guys. He knows how to read. Mm-hmm. He's a good news reader. They're all just news readers.
Yeah, he reads the news.
But if you asked him like a follow-up question, kind of like the Bob Kelly thing that Jimmy does, you ask him one question, that Ernie Anastas is going to completely fall apart.
Yep.
Completely. He has no idea he said fucking on his newscast. He has no idea. They had to tell him.
Ernie, when will the person actually be arrested for the crime? I think.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah, there's no fucking clue.
I don't know if I explain it well, but he doesn't have a clue.
No, he made a little faux pas.
Yeah, let's go
on
back
the
to
air.
the faux pas.
A little faux pas. I think this is what happened, and this has happened to me before, where you say something and you know what you meant to say, but in between your brain and mouth, because you were thinking something else, the actual word that you were thinking comes out.
Right.
So if he says he initially he said he meant to say plucking, but if he's thinking real quick, like this happens in a second in your head, but you have this conversation in a split second.
Yeah.
So he's gone, all right, we're talking about chicken thing. I said this line. Let me say, keep plucking that chicken. It sounds like fucking, so it'll be funny and a little shocking and something like that. So I'll say that. Hey, you keep fucking that chicken. Holy shit. I just said fucking instead of plucking. I think that's exactly what happened.
I
think
makes
he meant
sense.
to say fucking, but it happens all the time. You mean to say one thing, and the other thing you were thinking about in that weird split-second conversation comes out of your mouth.
And I know we talk about radio a lot and the inner workings, but I got to tell you this. If someone did what Ernie Anastas did on regular radio, 9 out of 10 times they would be fired immediately.
Well, no, right now there would be an internal investigation,
right.
where really all they're doing is seeing who else knew about it,
right,
and just get them all out of the fucking studio,
right. They would be fired though.
Yeah, there would be a suspension and then a firing.
And I'm sick of radio. Actually, I'm sick of us.
Yeah, the listeners are too.
Being the scourge of the media. I'm just so sick of it. I don't know what happened, but in the last couple of years, I'm just so sick of the fact that there's completely different rules for radio guys and TV guys. It just drives me nuts. We have way more intelligence than Ernie Anastas. Way more. Who is he? He's just a stupid newsreader, and he said fuck. Mm-hmm. I don't think anyone should be fired for making a mistake. But if you're going to fire radio guys, then Ernie Anastas should beat it.
And here's the big thing also is when you tune into this program, you pretty much know what you're getting. And on terrestrial radio, it was the same thing. You tune into the Opie and Anthony show, you knew what you were getting. If you heard the word fuck inadvertently slip out, you probably first wouldn't be offended because you're listening to the show.
Sure.
We'll play some of the old bits. You tell me the word fuck would offend you.
Sure.
You watch the news, there's an instance where you might be offended because you don't expect that at all out of the news.
Right.
So we probably should get away with saying fuck on terrestrial radio sooner than Ernie Anastas should get away with saying fuck on the news.
Absolutely, Anthony. Yeah. I think we really need TV cameras in here so we get a little more respect.
You keep blowing that horse, Opie. Oh, Jiminy Cricket. Oh, did I say that?
The best part of the video, I tweeted the video for everybody yesterday. Yeah. But the best part of the video is not Ernie Anastas saying fuck.
No.
It's I don't know her name.
Her peepers.
She was filling in for Rosanna Scotto or whatever. And her eyes got big like the dude in the rowboat fishing in Caddyshack.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Her eyes literally bugged out. Like, what?
They bugged out of her head, and then she kind of squinted a little, looked over like, oh, my God, did he just fucking say that?
And those eyes were all about this. I hope they don't fire me, too.
Oh, my God.
I had nothing to do with this.
Ernie should say he wasn't saying anything. She's a really good ventriloquist. And it was her. Look at her face. Yeah, they froze her face. Like, that is utter horror. Look, Ernie's laughing, and she is horrified that he just said fuck on the air. Oh, what a great shot.
Look at Ernie.
Ernie's like, oh, did I say fuck? Like, that's right before.
He has no idea. That's the whole point. He's smiling with big teeth like, look, everyone's reacting to me.
Oh, she looks like she just sat on a big fist that you buy at an adult store.
Wouldn't it be great if you could ask them exactly what's going on right now? If she could say, well, it's common knowledge around here that Ernie fucks turkeys. And when he said chicken, we immediately knew there was going to be some type of a problem because the turkey had to have heard it.
Oh, shit. But that is a great shot.
Well, just in case you missed it, I mean, it is this is a massive video on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about going viral, this fucking thing.
A lot of people.
Nothing is stopping this one anytime soon. No. Even though he apologized last night and he's just going to move on. But this is the audio of the incident.
On Fox 5 Sky Guardian, and then check that sub today to make your weekend plans.
Takes a tough man to make a tender forecast, Nick.
And I guess that's me.
Keep fucking that chicken.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, when we continue.
Okay, I'll do that. Also, the weatherman's response of, okay, I'll do that, is like, they're just oblivious.
Because they're just dumb newsreaders. Those people don't listen to each other. They don't listen to themselves. They just look at the words and read the words.
Like, he should have just turned around and went, Ernie, did you just suggest I have sex with a chicken?
Right.
And Ernie would be like, what? What? I'll do that. I'll keep fucking that chicken, Ernie. Thank you.
And Ernie's just like, look at me being funny.
Fucking chicken.
How did Ernie respond? Did he apologize for it? Or
last night.
Last night's news, he apologized.
I haven't heard the apology. I heard it's really lame.
Yeah, I heard it on the way in.
Where the fuck?
Can I say the greatest thing ever would be is if after tonight's broadcast they ended and he said something, he goes, all right, you keep licking that cow pussy, and then I certainly will.
I said the same thing in the office.
Oh, did you?
When I was coming in today, we were talking about it in the office. You. I know. I was like, it would be great if he was just like, you keep blowing that horse. and just like, Ernie, what are you doing? I apologize for the horse blowing again. And he just does it every night. That's his sign off.
All right.
Sex with animal statements.
Yeah. You keep fingering that cat angrily. All right, I'll do that, Ernie.
Fucking Ernie.
You cannot love Ernie.
Hey, Ernie, you want to fuck a chicken?
Yeah. You got a job, man.
Well, here's the apology. Here it is.
Unbelievable.
Honestly. Nice little stretch there.
Yeah, enjoy it while it's here.
Thank you, Nick. Just want to say I misspoke during last night's newscast. I apologize for my remarks to anyone who may have been offended.
All right, and as we continue.
That sounded like a teaser for a news thing.
Yeah.
It didn't even sound like an apology. Like, sometimes they almost sound sincere. Again, he was handed that statement by managemente, and read it like it was on the teleprompter. I'm certain that scrolled down on the teleprompter. He read it like he would any news story that pops out of that thing. Mm-hmm. And away they went.
Why isn't this a big deal?
Well, it kind of got picked up in the papers, but not as a outrage, let's fire him, FCC. I think the change in administration helps. I think the bigger problems, things like the economy and everything, when the FCC...
But I'm just talking about local outrage and stuff and why...
But that all ties into interest groups wanting to get their name mentioned, their organization mentioned. I think just too much shit is going on with the economy and this healthcare thing. I think there's too much news that people are aware of that keeps this from being big. Like, people are at the point now, it's like, that ain't a big deal. Who cares? Who cares? But during the height of the FCC fucking witch hunts, woo, gone.
That fucking...
Yeah.
That word fucking would cost a DJ, what, 300... What is it up to? 350,000?
Yeah, like $350,000.
Per station.
Yeah, per station.
So if we did that, and we were on, what, about 10 or 12 stations last time we were syndicated, I guess?
Yeah, you're talking millions.
$3 million.
Yeah.
$3 million.
The difference is it would have been said on purpose by the show and meant.
Of course. And repeated. And then replayed.
Anybody would look at Ernie and ask this and just go, the guy didn't mean it. Because he really,
I know,
my favorite part is his laugh at the after it.
Yeah. It's just, I just said, fuck, I don't care.
Well, most times the jock doesn't mean it. You know what I mean? Whatever.
He probably made a bet with someone.
Huh?
He probably made a drunk bet with somebody and was like, oh, my God, this is a lot of money I'm at risk. I got to say fuck now. I bet, Ernie, I bet you can't even say fuck on the air. I bet you fucking 10 grand you can't say fuck on the air. It's my fucking newscast. I can say fuck. You watch me. You watch me.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, fuck a chicken.
Oh, fuck.
Got it through.
One more time.
On Fox 5 Sky Guardian, and then check that 7-day to make your weekend plans.
Takes a tough man to make a tender forecast, Nick.
I guess that's me.
Keep fucking that chicken.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, when we continue.
The best part is
All right. As we continue, we'll talk more about animal fucking.
He has no clue.
He has the demeanor of a guy who has just backed over a person in the driveway and doesn't know it. Right. Like, everyone's watching, and they see little legs under the car tire, and he's still smiling and waving in the mirror.
They're horrified. He's like, take it easy.
Right,
nice
bye-bye.
seeing you. I'll drop by again soon. Right. And there's just a bloodied child under the rear wheel.
Just oblivious to everything around him. Yes, that's exactly where I'm at with this.
Oh, Ernie.
I love him.
Keep up the bad work, Ernie.
Kevin from Connecticut.
Keep up the bad work.
Kevin from Connecticut. You keep fingering that infant.
Oh, shit.
Why, Kevin?
Just clueless.
It said a chicken.
Exactly.
Keep it to animals.
He just fell apart after the first... you know what, dude? Just keep being smooth. You're doing the right thing, dude. Somebody was... Apparently, people forgot that they got to ask me a follow-up question.
Yeah, but we don't even know what you were doing.
Neither did
I needed a subject.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the subject was. Right.
I'm so tired.
Like fly fishing, dude.
Yeah, we needed some kind of subject.
And then it would have been like, well, do you tie your own flies? And how's that done?
Dad, finger a chicken.
You got your cup of coffee, you fucking chicken.
Oh, dude, you stand there in nature, the water's going dribble. You got your cup of coffee, you got your cigarette. You know what, dude?
Yeah.
How long you usually have to leave the line in before you catch something?
Put your dick in a bird, dude.
Yeah, have fun fucking talking about fly fishing while I do it next. I think it's next weekend or the week after that.
I was stunned when Kenny came in yesterday going,
yeah, I'll give everyone an update. Bob Kelly, first of all, is calling me every day.
Of course, he's so
and I'm not
excited.
answering my phone. And then he goes, dude, did you get your fishing license yet? I'm like,
what?
What? I have to get a fucking fishing license to go fly fishing with Bob Kelly.
In some fucking river in upstate New York.
Instead of this just being a quick little thing where I jump in my car maybe Sunday morning, get up there, fucking fly fish for a few hours and come home, it's a whole weekend. Yep. The girls are involved, dogs are involved, and now I have to get a fishing license. And I had to apply online. And I'm like, what are you doing? This is too much work.
You just thought you're going to go up there, throw a line in the water a few times, and that was it. Yeah, that's it.
Untangle my shit because I know I don't know what I'm doing.
It'll be all there better be uber amounts of video of this, too.
Yeah,
I want a documentary of this whole thing.
I'm bringing both flip cameras.
Yeah.
Cameras. It's going to be a 2-camera shoot.
Two-camera shoot, have a tripod set up. I mean, really.
I'm going all
out. You need fucking assistant directors and cameramen.
I might have to bring someone to just film on the HD flip. But it's like, now I got to get a license?
Yeah.
It's not even a lot of money. It's just more the hassle. It's like...
Well, it just goes to prove you're really not free to do anything.
I need your driver's license. Why? You got to get your fishing license.
So what do I need a driver? What, if I couldn't drive, I couldn't fish?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, really.
What happens if I don't have one?
But you're right. It just proves that you can't just do whatever you want.
You can't just drive and see a river and have a fishing pole and go, I want to do some fishing. It's America. I'm free. No, you know something? You can fish when they tell you can fish and where they tell you and with a license.
Right.
So it's such an infringement.
Shouldn't you have
government's up your ass all the time?
But they're protecting the wildlife and the fish and stuff. I'm for that to a certain extent, right?
Look, if some Japanese are coming over here and dredging our rivers with nets,
right,
there'd be a problem. Maybe we can take care of that.
Fuck, are you making a great point?
But if one guy,
but Joe fucking fisherman on Long Island on a Sunday wants to cast a few.
Yeah, let's not fucking infringe on his freedoms.
Shit, I'm with you.
There's not a trawler going up the river in fucking ass cunt Louisiana.
And you have to measure your fish.
Yeah.
No, I don't feel like measuring my fish. This looks like a good size, and I want to eat this fucking.
It's a little small, but maybe I'll catch another one, and it'll be the size of a big fish, and then I could eat.
You make a great point.
It's ridiculous.
They're hassling, Joe Fishman and these fucking Japanese
trawlers are just raping the ocean of everything living in swaths of miles.
Right. Just killing 1 million fucking porpoises and dolphins to get one tuna.
They don't care what they see in their way. It doesn't matter. A fucking mermaid would take a spear in the head from one of those guys. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. God, are you right? You are so fucking right.
But the average little guy just wants to get out there, cast his line, have a little fun. License. Well, you can fish during this month, and this. You need this and that.
No, it's
alone.
And you know what? In the end, it's not about protecting the fish. It's a moneymaker.
It's a moneymaker.
The government sits around, whether it's the big guys down in Washington or locally.
Or local guys.
And they just figure out more ways to make money.
To make a little bit more cash off of your fucking back.
Right.
Like we were talking earlier, that came on the news, it's Suffolk County on Long Island, out here on Long Island, wants to quadruple the hotel tax on Long Island, which is already ridiculous. When you get a hotel bill and you see all the taxes that you're paying, it's like your phone bill. We had talked about that in the past. All the taxes. It's so crazy to quadruple the tax for what? For what? Because you fucked up, and we have to pay.
Yeah, and the county gets that money.
Yeah,
maybe the hotel itself gets a tiny, tiny little taste.
Not of the tax.
They don't, right?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure how that really works.
No.
So it has nothing to do with the hotel. The county is making money because you're staying in a hotel in that county.
It's a way to.
How do they figure that fucking thing out and get it past us?
I'll tell you how. Because they're not fucking residents. It's a way to get money of people who aren't voting for them.
That's true.
So people, no one will object to it because they're not taking it from me and you.
Very good. It's
it is
people.
Such bullshit.
You're right.
It's disgusting.
But then when you go away somewhere,
it's bullshit.
You don't live there, so what are you going to do? Complain about policy? You're there for a few days, or your company's paying.
You got your cup of coffee.
Well, that is what it is.
Well,
no, you're absolutely right. They're not taxing their constituency.
But it's also fucked up because you look to get a hotel wherever you're going. Let's say it's, I don't know, $200 a night, $220 a night, whatever. You're like, oh, wow, we can afford this.
Yeah.
I'm talking as Joe fucking citizen. Oh, $220, nice. We're going to be there 3 days.
In New York.
Huh?
Yeah. In New York.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, you get your bill, and that $220 now, you got the hotel tax, you got this tax, you got the room blah, blah tax. There's
room
like
tax.
And next thing, your $220 a night is easily close to $300. So why doesn't the hotel just tell you it's going to be
Because they don't want you walking away going, I'm going to find a cheaper fucking hotel.
Well, but they're misrepresenting how much that room actually is. This is something that has always drove me nuts. And the same thing with renting cars. Oh, it's $100 a day. Nice.
Yeah, I want to be able to go after one day with a rental car with a crispy $100 bill and go, here you go, sir.
Right.
I've rented your car. Oh, wait a minute. Come back here. See, there's this. Right. But it said $100 a day.
Right.
Well, that's for this.
Well, it's not $100 a day.
Then it's not 100. You're a liar.
They're all liars.
I'm not lying. I rent it for $100 a day. I'm not lying.
You are lying.
I'm not lying.
I know you're lying.
You lie.
Anyway, getting back to Ernie Anastas. Maybe the people forgot about the clip, so we should play it again.
Oh, please! I love that. Like Jimmy said, the best part really is the laughing. It's the post fuck shenanigans that goes on.
My favorite part about this whole thing is it just proves my point that they're just newsreaders and they don't pay attention to each other.
Nope.
They barely know what they're doing.
Yeah, they just read what's scrolling.
So this
past
guy's
them.
saying fucking. And the weather guy is just laughing along like, well, I'll do that, because he really didn't even really hear it.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, that's a joke, I guess. And he listens back later going, did I say I'll do that to fucking a chicken?
And the woman newsreader, she's the only one aware of her surroundings.
She was kind of shocked.
He's saying fucking. He's reacting and laughing.
They're
He's
all
laughing.
What are they laughing about? We're on the air, dummy.
On Fox 5 Sky Guardian, and then check that 7-day to make your weekend plans.
Takes a tough man to make a tender forecast, Nick.
And I guess that's me.
Keep fucking that chicken.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, when we continue.
All right, I'll do that. You sure will. All right.
All right, you cunt.
Oh, good gravy.
Imagine they just go.
He just goes off.
Completely go off. Anyway, there's articles in all the papers, and we've been dragged into the Ernie Anastas controversy.
Of course. Any media controversy, they'll figure out a way to weave us into the hijinks.
Well, we're one of the examples of people cursing on the air live as far as news readers go.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the famous Arthur Chien one.
Of course.
Who's back working, by the way.
Is that
poor
05
guy.
that happened, 2005?
I think it's when we first
Came back.
Yeah.
Nathaniel was...
Maybe 05, early 05, I'm thinking.
Anakin.
So what? We were doing our little assault on the media thing, and Arthur Chien was doing a story from the top of a subway platform or whatever, the top of the subway stairs, whatever. And good old Than, and actually one of Howard's guys happened to walk by, just happened to be walking by.
Yeah, crazy cabbie.
And it just had a dumb sign I forgot what the sign said.
The sign just said something like O&A and XM satellite radio, shit like that. And he held it behind Arthur Chien, which, it was pretty innocent at that point. But then I guess Crazy Cabbie was walking up, saw it, realized we were doing that kind of thing at the time, and started saying, mouthing off and being loud behind the Arthur Chien. And then Arthur Chien was going to some taped piece that had to do with his story, but he went like, all right, let's go to the tape. And he was like, let's go to the tape. What the fuck are you doing? Like, he didn't leave any time where sometimes the reporter's looking at the camera all awkwardly because they don't have the tape ready immediately.
They're not sure if they're still on.
Yeah, he didn't take that breath.
Well, they set up those live shots all the time with a little monitor.
Yeah.
So if he says, "Let's go to this tape piece, whatever," he would see that the tape piece is starting, realizing he's not on anymore.
Now he's clear.
Then his opportunity would be to turn around and curse out Than and Crazy Cabbie.
But he jumped the gun on that one, didn't he?
Good morning, Sean. This is apparently a very simple crime to commit. All one has to do is buy multiple Metro cards, stand at the turnstile, and just continuously swipe people in all day. Police sources say these guys net a couple $100s a day, and that's pure profit. But it's costing the TA a great deal, about $16 million a year, and they're trying to put a stop to it. What the fuck is your problem, man?
Trying to put a stop to it. What the fuck is your problem, man? Yeah, that was Than going, Opie and Anthony, XM Satellite Radio. And then Crazy Cabbie yelled, suck.
Yeah.
And
because we suck, right?
Yeah.
we suck.
And then Arthur had to turn immediately around and drop the F-bomb.
Idiot.
And, he got the boot for that. And if you ask me, that's a little more innocent than what Ernie did.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting more info.
Keep up the bad work.
We're getting more.
I can't get that out of my head every time I hear Ernie now.
Scarface's joke?
Yeah.
Fucking Tony Montana's idea of a fun joke.
Tony Montana's fun joke. Either killing fucking communists or making fun of Ernie.
Yeah.
Keep up the bad work.
He's either cutting Rebenga's stomach out or it's just instead of saying good, he said bad. And he thinks he's a fucking cut-up.
He's hysterical.
I like Omar 5 minutes later. I never trust him.
I never trust him, man. He's pointing up where Omar used to be hanging. The helicopter left like a half hour ago. He still goes, I didn't like him.
It's a different day. It's raining. He has a beard. Oh, God. What are you pointing at?
You're mad at that cumulus cloud, Tony.
Let's say hi to Scott because Ernie has done some other things on live TV.
Has he?
Ernie Anastas info from Scott. Yes, Scott.
Hey, guys. What's up?
Hey.
Hey, Squat.
Just checking in. If you YouTube the Ernie Anastas also, there's another instance where he's like gets all fumbled up in his words, and it's .fox.cock.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? He says cock. Which, oddly enough, is another word for a
chicken,
rooster, I believe.
Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
He loves the fowl.
He's obsessed with foul because he is foul.
He loves
Get it?
poultry.
Because he's foul.
He's foul. He's foul-mouthed.
They're spelled differently. That's not the same thing.
Oh, literal spelling Jimmy.
Well, very good.
Oh, is that it? We need a little volume on that? Let's get this one.
All right, the Shea Stadium auction is up and running right now, and here's the story. The Mets fans are bidding up a storm. Everything from turnstiles to menu.
Tell him to get it down the hall. It's a really long clip.
Yeah.
Because in the meantime, we got a whole bunch of TV newsreaders cursing. I mean, a whole bunch.
Christ on a pony, do I love these.
Look at us right out of the box giving these fuckers
come
material,
on.
huh? We start with CNN. Kyra Phillips.
Kyra Phillips.
You've seen her.
Uh-huh.
Roland Martin, well, I don't know, I'm going to go favorite there. CNN political analyst and Obama supporter.
You know you love me, Kyra.
At least Leslie Sanchez, Republican strategist and CNN political contributor, is always on time. Sorry,
Barely.
Leslie. Yeah.
I ran here.
A good man is worth a wait.
Oh, Lord.
See?
Okay, Leslie. Okay, I'm not taking sides here.
Holy shit. Cunt. A double she hit her with.
A double C. And then Shepard Smith. Oh, my God.
Shep is a filthy mouth.
He's got a bunch of them.
Shep is just a dirty mouth.
We got two of my favorites from Shepard Smith from Fox News.
J-Lo's new song, Jenny from the Block, all about Lopez roots, about how she's still a neighborhood gal at heart. But folks from that street in New York, the Bronx section, sound more likely to give her a curb job than a blow job or a block party. The New York Post, we're sorry about that slip up there. I have no idea how that happened, but it won't happen again. And that's your news.
Then a blowjob. Holy shit, did I say blowjob?
I kind of like Shepard Smith. I don't know why, but
he's goofy.
Didn't he run over people, too? He's
Yeah,
just a
apparently
mess.
he was arguing with a female reporter over a parking space, and she was holding a parking space for, I guess, one of the news vans. It was one of those stories, so a bunch of news people were converging on one spot, and it was a good parking space. So she's standing there, and Shep wanted to pull in, and she wouldn't move. So we kept edging the car forward until he hit her knee or something, and he wound up getting arrested for assault.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Bless you, Danny. Are you still sick? What are you
shit,
doing
Danny.
back at work if you're still sick?
I can't. Every day I have one really intense sneezing fit.
Yeah.
And I think that was just it for today.
Sounds to me like it's a real case of a kid who's allergic to work.
I mean, if you're suggesting I should take the rest of the day off, then I mean maybe.
Well,
I think you should.
I think,
I'm
man,
not-
you know
I'm not
what?
gonna complain.
It's not a bad
I like
idea.
when you guys
if you're
get to take a day
a
off.
little drowsy and need somebody to drive you home, I'm willing to take on that duty. All right, guys. Keep fucking that chicken, Danny.
Well, actually, more worm at the bottom of the tequila bottle. Oh, Dan. Don't be fresh.
Don't be fresh.
All
You know what, dude? You hold the chicken, the feathers are flopping. You know what, dude? You fuck it chirps.
He probably has that fucking sick son of a bitch.
Shepard Smith with another one here.
They genuinely believe is going to uncover tens of millions of dollars in healthcare fraud.
Wow. Jonathan Hunt live in our Southern California newsroom. He was this Thursday, August the 7th, 2008. Did you see Jonathan Hunt's report earlier in this newscast? The producer in the booth behind me is Jonathan Glenn. So I was talking to Jonathan Glenn, and then I was about to thank Jonathan Hunt, and I said, Jonathan, you get it.
At least he addressed it.
I like how he goes through the thought process at least and tells you like how that happened.
Sure.
So it was Jonathan with a G.
I don't know how you get a
hard
a
G.
hard
It's
C,
like
though.
yeah.
You think you could do that? That's
I don't know. That is
don't
a
know.
rough one, but you know. What?
I think he was just thinking of Mike Hunt.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, this is a fave of a lot of people from MSNBC.
Continuing to follow the latest developments in the crash of Delta Flight 5191, 49 people killed. Here's a Black Hawk helicopter surveying the scene. We know the NTSB.
Oh, what's on her mind?
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh.
Speaking of black cock.
A black cock helicopter. Wow. That's a good one.
You hear about that story at Hofstra?
Oh.
That's just a Tuesday night for me.
Oh, Samantha, you are fucking wild. Oh, she just loves getting fucked. Come on, Samantha. Shut up. There it is. A black cock.
There's a gangbang at Hofstra University.
I wish they'd helicopter in some black for me. Some black cock for me.
That's just an average launch for me. Get it?
Oh, Samantha. And the girls are all like, oh, gosh, is she the loose cannon? Speaking of cannon, this black cock was about the size of one. But I took it all right down to the balls. Oh, Samantha.
Oh, Samantha,
You're crazy.
Keep fucking that chicken, Samantha.
Okay. I left the oven mitts duct taped to my dog's paws. How embarrassing.
Hey, we need our music, man. Thank you.
Yes. I duct taped the oven mitts to my dog's paws so as not to scratch my tender elderly skin.
Oh, Samantha.
But what a fucking my Labrador gave me. Oh, Samantha, you're insanely crazy. You mean to tell me you let your dog fuck you? Why, who doesn't, honey? Don't knock it till you've tried it. Oh, Samantha, give us all another Cosmo.
Are you trying to tell us that you like cock?
I love the cock. Oh, Samantha. She's crazy.
Can't wait for the next movie.
Oh,
Can't
it's going to
wait.
be great. Nothing but Samantha sitting on huge cock. Who's fucking that? Stop it.
All right, here's another newsreader fucking up. Oh, we all know this newsreader. One of the greatest newsreaders of all time.
Oh.
He still was just a newsreader, though.
Who is he?
The key component in what the president insists is a job stimulus program. Ohio, a strong Republican state, is hurting economically. And as NBC David Gregory reports tonight, the president took his message right to a powerful Ohio Republican who is not convinced the tax cuts are the answer.
No, tax cuts are never the answer.
You
took it to a very Ohio.
Boy, I sure hope they don't tax my cons.
Oh, Samantha. Wow, what a tax that would be. Imagine that. That's a lot of real estate, because you're huge.
With all the cock my cunt has had, the taxes would be outrageous.
They better not tax it. Although it would get rid of the deficit. Oh.
Speaking of a stimulus package.
Oh, Samantha, you talking about your pussy being a stimulus package that should be taxed? Oh, you're crazy. Tax cuts.
Oh, Samantha.
She's wild.
She's wild. Do you think she's crazy?
Crazy.
That girl is crazy.
Tax cuts. Not sure that the presidential tax cuts. running out of air. Took it to a powerful Ohio politician, the president, to find out his tax cuts. Tim Brokaw, NBC Nightly News. Top story tonight. Will the president start taxing cunts? We're going to be looking into this to see if the president indeed will be taxing cunts. Yes. By the way, keep fucking that chicken. Ernie, back to you.
Fuck. The next one.
Boy, do they fuck up a lot.
We got 16 of these. We're going to have to break it in half.
Yeah.
We're going to play a couple more, then we're going to break, and then we're going to do more of the newsreaders fucking up. See, this is why you get your live programming. Look at us. Look at us. Big story. We're right on top of it.
But, do we want to be home? Sure.
Of course
but
we do.
We're here.
What's the other guy doing? Rerunning a Jessica Hahn interview from fucking
no
1990?
Idea. Not a clue.
We are your workhorses. Don't you forget it. Here's
Speaking of whores.
Oh, Samantha. What are you saying now?
The guy I was with last night put a horse to shame with the size of his cock.
My favorite part is another round of Cosmos for the girl.
Yes, another round of Cosmos. And one for my pussy, too. It's going to drink a Cosmo.
God, you could summarize those movies very simply. Samantha taking a lot of cock, and the girls go and buy shoes.
Yeah, they buy shoes and go like, "Oh, Samantha."
Right.
And they, their relationships are very complicated. Mm-hmm. So that's their storyline. It's like, oh my God, Carrie is going out with this guy, but is she in love? And does he love her? And is he the perfect man? And Samantha's just like, stick it right in my ass. She keeps it simple.
She just rotates holes.
That's all. Let me see. What day is it?
Right.
It's an ass day.
I still can't sit down, so just mouth fuck me.
Yes, fuck my mouth. It's a Tuesday. And then, of course, tomorrow I'll use my pussy again. And then Friday's all about my bunghole. Oh, Samantha, you don't have days for your fucking holes, do you? I certainly do. And the hands are always available for a double jack-off. Oh, Samantha.
Boy, she's just crazy.
Helps work out my hands to hold on to those cosmos. Oh, God.
Dun, dun, dun.
Big bukkake session. What a slob.
Fuck. All right, back to the newsreaders screwing up. We got WPIX here in New York. That's Channel 11, right? Pix. This one is great. Oh, this could be the best one right here.
Really?
Yeah. Which one is the best so far? The Black Cox helicopter or the tax cunts?
I like any time a woman is saying cock, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good one.
Listen to this one.
We're live along Route 23 here in Pompton Plains, where the snow has been coming down at a fairly steady clip for about an hour and a half now. I'd say there's about an inch and a half on the ground. You can see right here. Maybe even a little more than 2 inches. But take a look over here on the roadway. Just in the last half hour or so, the flakes have begun to stick a little bit on the asphalt. Now, if you
that potato flake stick in your asshole. But what? He wasn't even close there.
Flakes sticking to the asshole.
Oh, asphalt. All right.
That is great.
Fuck. All right. Asphalt.
I never heard that one.
Yeah, that has to be played again. Just the end.
Oh, yeah.
We're live along Route 20.
Play the end for everybody.
That is fantastic.
If I can figure this out.
He just described weather for Fez.
2 inches, but take a look over here on the roadway. Just in the last half hour or so, the flakes have begun to stick a little bit on the asphalt. Now, if you...
fault. Yeah, that's a fault, all right.
Hey, Samantha, have you ever had snowflakes stick to your asshole?
I've had I remember in college I had a lot of flakes in my asshole. Geeks, do you get it? Flakes.
Yeah, we get it.
A lot of weird guys. Flakes in my asshole. Oh, all right, Samantha, we get it.
What about potato flakes?
Potato flakes.
Potato flakes.
A lot of flakes on the asphalt. I was fucked on the asphalt in the asshole, coincidentally enough. Oh, Samantha. Oh, gosh. You going to buy some shoes? Yes, the last ones I had are full of cum. It dripped right down out of my pussy into my shoes.
You could fill my pothole anytime.
Oh,
that's
with
Samantha.
Black asphalt.
With black guy cum.
Just shovel it in. There's enough room. Enough room for everyone. Oh, Samantha.
Are we the only two enjoying this?
I have no fucking idea.
I'm just so sick of her and her love of cock. We get it.
Right to the grave.
There might be a twist in this movie where maybe she really falls in love and tries to give up cock for.
How about she gets fucking chlamydia? at the very least, chlamydia. I have chlamydia, girls.
But it hasn't stopped me.
It hasn't stopped me. I'm still fucking like a mad woman. Spread the chlamydia, I say.
They now call me the queen of the jerk.
Doesn't a Cosmo fix that? I'm going to do a handstand. Just pour it right down the old fucking fuck flu.
What? Jesus. And what is Sarah Jessica Parker doing this whole time?
Just going, oh, Samantha. And then she's contemplating and thinking aloud about if the guy she's with really loves her.
Ugh.
Well, Samantha fucking does a headstand and her friend checks her. She's got a dipstick in her pussy. She's down a little on jizz. She's down a quart.
How degrading.
Fucking jism dipstick.
Yeah, but for the friend to go along with it is the best part.
Yes, of course. And she's got to wipe the first thing off and then stick it back in to get an accurate reading.
Dave is a gay guy.
Is he?
The only reason we don't like pointing that shit out unless it's important to what we're talking about.
It's okay. It's not my real name.
Dave, what do you got, buddy?
I'm just listening, man.
Dave.
I think it's one of these dirty cunts out of Sex and the City, right? I swear to fuck, I ain't never ever seen the episode, never watched the movie.
Yeah, but you gotta know a little bit about Sex and the City. Even if
No, I don't. I swear to fuck, I don't.
All right, well, Samantha is like one of the girls. There's 4 of them.
Yeah.
And she just has sex all the time. And then they sit around during lunch, and she just talks about the guy she fucked the night before.
And poor Carrie just sits around trying to find the perfect man and looking in the mirror as fucking...
Okay, now...
She looks like picture of Dorian Gray.
Yeah, Carrie wants to fall in love so badly, but she can't get over the fact that her uncle touched her when she was 8. There's something going on there that's preventing her from falling in love. Then you got the stupid prude, the only one you do want to see naked, not taking her clothes off.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you got the angry redhead. Boy, there's a big stretch.
Dyke. Yeah.
A redhead that's angry.
Wow.
That's crazy.
See, that's basic knowledge, though. I don't think you have to watch the show to know that.
I'll be honest. I watched it.
I've never watched one episode.
I'll tell you why I watched it. Because that stupid PD of ours, actually, he's all right.
Boy, you sure? I have no idea which one you're talking about.
Gary
That's how
Wall,
many we've had.
Gary
Okay.
Wall walked in when we started at WNEW.
Hey, guys.
And I never heard of this show whatsoever. And he
Yeah.
goes, you got to watch this Sex and the City. It's just an amazing show.
What?
And I didn't know it was a chick show or nothing. I mean, the name itself is like Sex and the City. That sounds like it could be has potential.
Sounds like one of those HBO behind-the-scenes things.
Right, but, like a Californication or something.
Yeah.
But it's called Sex and the City. And he goes, it would be really good for you guys if you watch that show because it's the whole landscape of Manhattan. You would really you'd get a real good feel.
Nice realistic depiction.
For Manhattan.
Yeah.
And of course, our radio show was being heard all over Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched it a few times. I was like, fuck.
This
guy
sucks.
This guy likes chick shows.
I think he's a fruit.
And then I got obsessed with the fact that Samantha liked cock so much that I had to see the next scenario of. Could we get some of those lines from Samantha talking about all the fucking guys she banged?
Yeah, grab some Samantha fuck me lines.
For Sam and E-Rock down the hall, a montage of Samantha talking about cock, just one after another. Boom, boom, boom,
Her
boom.
little innuendos and fucking
Double
how she
entendres.
fucked the night before, and the girls just, oh, that's Samantha.
Right. All right, here we go. All right. More newsreaders cursing. Rosanna Scotto.
Wow, really?
Ernie
She dropped
Anastas,
one?
partner on the news. This is what she said. A little slip up here.
A mother in Texas is apologizing for lying that her husband died in Iraq to get tickets to a Hannah Montana concert. Grand prize was a makeover, tickets, and airfare to go to a sold-out concert in New York. The girl's essay was the winner until contest organizers found out.
Contest?
Boy,
they have a lot of fucking trouble.
You
keeping
interrupted
that word out.
You interrupted that clip, but it made it sound like you fucked her up. Did you notice how well that worked?
I tripped her up.
New York. The girl's essay was the winner until contest organizers found out it was all a lie.
Contest.
Mm-hmm. Want one more before the break?
Please. I would gladly hear another.
Well, Anthony, we got Samantha from Sex and the City checking in.
Really?
Yes, we do. Samantha, welcome to the Opie and Anthony show. I hope we weren't too harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Samantha. Two in the pink, one in the stink. That's all I got to say about it.
Samantha feeds herself peanuts with her prolapsed asshole. I just love the thought of that. She's sitting there holding a Cosmo with her prolapsed asshole at the table, just just kind of using her hands as she talks, and then this big nasty fucking snuffleupagus pink wet asshole that's been turned inside out from a night of fucking just tips the glass up to her mouth And they're just like, Samantha, are you drinking with your asshole again?
Like a Star Wars cantina monster.
Yeah.
Danny found a YouTube clip. It says funny Samantha quotes. Let's at least give it a try. The guys down the hall are working, to really make it smoke on the air. But let's see see if this works.
It is so refreshing to be with someone who likes to fuck outside the box.
And this is my friend Samantha.
Every time I get high, you wanna... Samantha Jones, 3F.
I'm 4F. You're right under me.
Oh, that sounds promising.
Ma'am, can you undo your cuff so we can use ours?
Surely. All the good ones are getting arrested. Fuck me badly once, shame on you. Fuck me badly twice, shame on me. I'm serious. It's all gotten so sanitary. I mean, no smoking in bars. What's next? No fucking in bars? For that hot waiter from Raw. I'm sleeping with him tonight, but he doesn't know it yet.
So he's doing a fuck you to the ex. As long as he keeps fucking you, what's the problem?
I'm sorry, I can't. Don't hate me. The motherfucker's concise. Hi, I need something that will make a guy come in his pants as soon as he sees me.
Ugh.
Oh, another girl?
How about a facelift?
Oh, God, there goes my heart on. I'm so sick of these people with their children. I'm telling you, they're everywhere. Well, I've made my point, and he's made his.
Can't believe we don't get to spend last night together.
Are you dying?
Men are crazy. I fucked that waiter at the party and he got fired for it. So I gave him $300 the next time we fucked, and now I think he's upset.
Get down! Get down!
This is exactly what we're talking about.
Yes.
We got this perfect. I haven't watched enough of this to know this.
No.
Hey, Smith, wanna come over and do me? That motherfucker fuck shit.
There's a shit motherfucker fuck shit situation?
I have to go to the theater.
They finally made that mandatory?
I'll have the fruit plate, and I'm back with Richard.
Oh, I think that's sweet.
It's not sweet. It's pathetic how far a gal will go for a good fuck.
Oh, God, it's exactly...
Very few women can pull off anger in a tube stop.
My God.
I've been thinking, our pathetic relationship is as close to marriage as either one of us ever hopes to get. So I feel I deserve some sort of settlement. Like, say, a weekend at your house in the Hamptons. You're not invited. I'll be having a party. You're not invited to that either. Oh, it's Samantha. Call me.
I'm jealous. I'm just dying to look like this. I guess I went a little crazy being at Richard's house around his party-crashing pussy posse.
That is,
That's exactly what we do.
She just sits there. A lot of that dialogue was done in front of the girls.
Right.
And, of course, it's just Samantha quotes, so you don't get to hear the repartee from the other girls. But I'm sure it was like, oh, that's Samantha. Oh, boy, she loves dick. She's just getting she has to have AIDS. No.
Samantha, where are you? I'm calling from inside of my own pussy. It's amazing.
Right. I was able to actually get in here.
That was awful, those clips.
I know.
I know it's hard out of context, but I didn't like her fucking stagey acting.
Yeah.
No, it's,
wow.
They're going to make another blockbuster movie. They're in the middle of it.
Yeah.
They're shutting down Manhattan.
No,
we got caught in the Sex and the City movie-making traffic yesterday.
You old hag.
Oh, yeah.
We saw, I mean.
You lying old hag.
You lying old hag.
I give it to squealers right in the belly. Well, how about the asshole, too?
That just made me mad. We were having fun with it, but to actually hear it for real?
Yeah.
One more,
I had a question. Either one of you guys after the show want to go see Love Happens?
Oh, God, that looks so funny.
Jennifer
right?
Aniston movie?
Jennifer Aniston.
Speaking of,
you know, what is the catchphrase of the movie there above the
Sometimes when you least expect it, ...
Love happens. Aw. That's so sweet.
Yeah, it looks good.
He's a self-help guy who's got so many problems himself. You know, it's ironic because he's writes self-help books, and he has problems. And then she has problems finding men because they are all just bastards. Sure. She's looking for love, and these guys are just idiots. And finally, love happens between these two people that you normally wouldn't think would get together. And I'm sure at the beginning they don't. They probably have a problem with each other.
Yeah.
And there's like snarky little remarks to each other. And then slowly they realize, wow, we really have a lot in common. And they're forced maybe to go out and be with each other, or one of them finally says, okay.
Maybe this one won't be predictable. Maybe there'll be like a little twist ending.
Really?
Yeah.
Like he chops her up and puts her in a 55-gallon drum on the side of the Taconic.
or the twist will be that they actually meet when she's at the doctor because her clit ring got infected, and so she has to have an alcohol swab. and he's in the waiting room with gout.
With gout.
I'm just hoping that she has smelly pussy disease, and he's really in love, but he's like, oh, fuck, I got to deal with this smelly pussy disease.
Finally, the romantic music plays, and it's like, doo-doo-doo, and they're like in bed rolling around, and he starts going down, and they do that PG thing where he kind of goes down, and then you hear like, bang, 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 like the piano gets all fucked up, and he just stands up like, oof.
Then another scene, she rides his bike and comes back, and then they pan to outside the building, and you hear a crash as he throws his own bike through the window because the seat is ruined.
Is that the TMZ kid? Look at that.
Hey.
Wow, hey.
TMZ Mike making his first appearance.
Mike!
At the new joint.
Nice seeing Michael, as always.
Here's one more newsreader fucking up. Sue Simmons, this was a biggie.
Sue Simmons, yes, I remember.
There was rumors that she might have been a little tipsy.
Yes.
There's rumors that she likes to throw back a few in between newscasts.
Yeah, because these newscasters, they got to do a lot of times the morning, and then they do the evening news, and then they come on for the 11 o'clock news. So there's a lot of downtime.
Right.
And unfortunately, I think what happens is a lot of these newscasters spend this off time in the bars.
At 11, paying more at the grocer, but getting less. We'll tell you how to get the most. The fuck are you doing?
Oh, God damn, was that good. Oh, man. That was... Did she say pluck? I don't know if that was actually fuck.
Why aren't some of these people getting fired? Like I said, we can't be hypocrites and call for their firings, but if radio guys are getting fired for things that are nowhere near this...
Imagine being
some of
on
these
the
people
air
should be fired.
On terrestrial radio and yelling, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
You'd be off.
Mm-hmm.
We hear that one again. That was a fucking gem.
Yeah, Sue Simmons. She's a legend. She's been doing her news reading in New York for a very long time. Megan Fox?
Digging her.
Yeah. Now, going back to your point you made yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Sex and the City with Megan Fox and some of these other real hot broads.
Hot girls.
Now I think you bring in the male audience just a little bit.
Dude.
A little bit.
I think a little bit.
If Megan Fox was doing all those Samantha lines we just heard.
Megan Fox.
We would be making cumsies in our pants.
That would be so hot. Some of those scenes where like she's laying in bed
with handcuffs and whipped cream.
Now that's hot.
Right.
Not some fucking lying old hag.
With a mole that's getting a little too out of control.
Stop. The mole thing is sexy until that 30, I think.
And then,
I think 30, you have to go to the dermatologist and whatever they need to do to fucking take that off. Get rid of it.
It's actually a very easy procedure. Right?
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Tell that to the girls with the fucking moles. What's her name? Fucking Crawford.
Well, she's known for the moles. So she's
Cindy
stuck
Crawford. She's not stuck with it. I think she'd get more publicity by saying she finally had it removed.
You know what?
Like hair's coming out of it.
That would be headline news.
Yeah, she could sell it on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine having her mole just in a little jewelry box.
In a little like contact case.
Yeah, contact case. You put it on display.
Yeah.
Cindy Crawford's mole.
Fuck. Let's start a rumor that that's what's going on. Could we Google bomb?
Google bombs.
Wait.
Yeah. What is it?
The media is so stupid they would actually pick this one up.
Yeah. That is a good one.
Cindy Crawford.
Cindy Crawford to sell mole. Mm-hmm. What, Danny?
Whoa, no, I like
word?
that. I like that one.
Yeah.
What do you got, Danny?
What about just Cindy Crawford mole sale?
Because I like to sell mole.
To sell Cindy Crawford to sell mole.
Google that. Google bomb that.
Google bombs Cindy Crawford to sell Mole.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. What the hell is that?
Oh, fuck. Let's do it. You know what? Let's Twitter
Jesus.
that, too. Opie Radio on Twitter.
Baby in there.
Let's retweet the fuck out of this.
Who's that? Olivia Wilde?
Wow.
Holy
If
mother
she was
of
oh, my
Jesus.
God. If she was in Sex and the City?
Yeah, I would go to see Sex in the City. See another picture of her. Holy fuck.
Breaking news. Look at me tweeting live in the air. Breaking news.
These girls.
Dash. After
Dash.
breaking news.
Oh.
What is it, Ann? I'm
Cindy Crawford. To sell mole.
To sell mole. I should add more or no or keep it like that.
I kind of like that one.
And that's it?
Yeah. Cindy Crawford to sell mole.
Okay. If you're following me, retweet the shit out of this today, please. I don't ask much from you followers.
Oh, I thought you were going to call them fuckers.
I overuse that.
Yeah?
I know what my crutches are. You don't have to tell me. I work on them all the time. Here's Sue Simmons one more time.
Yeah.
At 11, pay more at the grocer, but getting less. We'll tell you how to get the most. The fuck are you doing?
Guy was probably taking her drink away.
But she,
what the fuck are you doing?
She was able to save her job because that's supposed to be recorded, I think, or she thought it was being recorded.
Yeah, she thought it was a recorded piece.
So she was done, and somebody obviously was annoying her. So she turned and go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
So that was her defense anyway. All right, listen, that was 8. We got another 8 of these that we're going to do after the break. And then someone wrote...
8 down, 8 to go is how we should
That's
say
right.
it.
Am I listening to the Manhole Station? Well, funny you should say that. We have a brand new Manhole promo that the boys...
Wonderful.
Can we hear the first one, Travis, just to bring it all together? Do you have it or do I have it? You got it, Travis?
Yeah.
You know, Travis, just go to break with it when you have it. That's what we'll do.
Go to break.
This is the original Manhole promo. This is a channel we would love to see on Sirius XM.
Yeah.
And sometime after the break, we'll play the second installment of the Manhole channel.
Yes.
We'll find out what is being played on the Manhole channel today. Okay? Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton. Jimmy, Hartford again?
Oh, yes. Tonight, the Funny Bone in Hartford. Let me just give the number. Thanks, man. 860-432-8600. Tonight, tomorrow.
The new Extreme Guy Talk Channel for guys by women. It's the Manhole. All hole, all the time. Forget what you've heard. All girl is funny. Like the Morning Crew, Debbie and Susan with Twat Talk.
Did you see Lesnar's tibia tear through his leg last night on the UFC fight? Yeah, that was cool. But wouldn't it have been better to just talk out their problems? Yeah, you're right. They probably have a lot in common.
Stay tuned for Middays. Alice and Betsy give their take on what guys are talking about on Chatter Cunts.
Do you think Mitch Hedberg could have been the next Bill Hicks?
Who's Bill Hicks?
A comedian, you know, like Margaret Cho. Oh, that sounds funny.
Then, listen to Rita and Lawanda in the Labial Lounge as they get down with today's hottest porn stars.
Hey, guys. So we have Taya Parker in today. Ooh, what do you want to do with her?
We should find out what kind of clothes porn stars wear.
Ugh, I hope she's wearing underwear today.
Then end your days right with the Night Crew, Beatrice and Wanda on Clit Commandos. And watch out, you never know when Roy might stop by the studio for wacky shenanigans.
Have you ever parked in a handicap spot without a sticker?
Yeah, I did once. I felt like such an outlaw.
Will you two whores shut the fuck up and suck my dick?
Oh, Roy.
Yeah. That's right. That's the Manhole. All hole, all the time. Available now on Sirius 505 XM 400. Special radio required.
Oh, I know why you're playing this today, Travis. You're not going to get one by me, my friend. Anyone else want to know why he's playing Jimi Hendrix?
Why?
Jimi Hendrix is going to be doing a performance here.
Is that it?
You're right, Jimmy. They dug him up.
Did I tell you that when I was a teenager, I thought it'd be cool if I changed my spelling of my name to Jimi?
No, you didn't.
I did.
All right, no.
I did. I didn't do it, of course. But I thought that'd be cool.
You shouldn't have a last name, though.
I love how
you
Jimmy
should just be Jimmy, Jimi.
Jimmy could just pull a douche chill out of his pocket like so many nickels and dimes.
I really did. I thought I would change it to J-I-M-I. Why? Gotta be my name.
D-I-C-K.
Anthony, it was 39 years ago today that we lost the great Jimi Hendrix. At the age of 27. Everyone knows that magic age of 27.
Is that it?
With the rock stars, yeah. He would have been, 66 years old if he was still alive.
Wow.
That's still not old.
No, but he would have been
different. He's been dead pretty much our whole lives. And if he was still alive, he would only be 66.
I think he might have OD'd the next day.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
If he was still alive, he would have OD'd, like, within a week.
And for you Boston fans,
Boston.
More Than a Feeling.
Yeah.
Released 33 years ago.
Wow.
That's a third of a century.
33 years ago.
Give me a little More Than a Feeling. There you go.
That's enough.
This is off the first album, right? The big
Fuck
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not a bad song on this record.
This was giant. This album and Frampton Comes Alive, like, were huge at the same time. Pretty much.
Were they really?
Yeah.
I was just saying yeah for the hell of it. I didn't know that.
Remember that. It's within a year or so, but they were both so big for so long that there was definitely an overlap popularity.
God damn it! I love this album.
Double leads, man. Jimmy just spelt Jimmy Norton like Jimi Hendrix. He had to see it in writing.
Looks good, doesn't it?
No.
More than a hibachi.
When you barbecue in your bedroom.
Oh boy. Stare at the ceiling.
Oh, God.
Fucking dry eyeballs.
Fucking met the guy. He seemed like he had it together.
He did at that
Anthony
point.
sung with him.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Oh, did you? He was a great guy.
I actually got to sing a
What
Beatles song with him.
Which Beatles song you
I
sang
forgot
with
which one
him?
that was.
With Brad Delp.
I forgot.
Who died in his bedroom with a barbecue.
What a silly goose.
Oh, what a way to go.
Yeah.
Because everyone enjoys the smell of a barbecue. I didn't realize it could kill you.
It's like, that's good.
Was it suicide?
Kingsford
boy,
charcoal.
was it. He actually he had signs all over his house because he didn't want to kill his dogs or anyone else. He's like, look, what's happening behind this door is not pretty. You
Do
might
not
want to call
come
the
in
cops.
room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He did the right thing. Made sure he didn't take anyone else out with him.
Did he put some of those nice wood chips on there? What are those?
A little mesquite.
A little mesquite.
How did
I
he
want to
die?
kill myself with mesquite.
Do you think that's a painful death, or do you just kind of fall asleep? Because that gas smell is awful.
Apparently, it's...
I think it just makes you a little woozy. And
It's
then
carbon monoxide. So you just kind of
I think you
breathe
pass
it
out
in.
before it really starts bothering you.
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't know.
Like if you sat in a room and just breathed it in, would you all of a sudden feel lightheaded and get out of there, or would you just fall asleep?
No, I think you wouldn't even know. You'd just be out and then dead. And then whatever happens after that, you know? Just eternity with a fucking barbecue next to you. And some burgers. You should have at least put some food on there for the people that found them.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, this guy was nice.
Yeah. Look at that. He's even got some mustard next to his pills and his suicide note. That's how he kept the suicide note from blowing off with a little tin of Gouldens. Cops are all doing Grey Poupon jokes. Do you have any Grey Poupon? I can't hear you. Get it?
What?
He's dead.
And
Hey, keep up that bad work, Brad.
The other member of Boston used to hang out at all the AF parties. What the fuck was his name? The drummer, right? Sid?
Sib.
Wow.
Sib or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was a fan of our old show there.
Didn't he kill himself with a waffle iron?
The George Foreman grill.
Just kept pressing his face over and over again. Fucking.
Yeah, draining all the fluid out. It was just bubbling.
Yeah,
The
you know what?
smoke of 2 charcoal grills he lit inside his sealed bathroom. He was found by his fiancée, Pamela Sullivan, lying on a pillow on the bathroom floor with a suicide note pinned to his shirt, stating that he was a lonely soul.
That's nice for your fiance to find.
Yeah, thanks. Lonely?
Well, that could have been a hit record.
Called Lonely Soul.
Right.
He left him in the bathroom.
Lonely soul, lonely soul, soul, barbecue. No?
Yes.
The rest of the band gets together and just comes up with a song, Lonely Soul, but that's the only words they have because they want to keep it pure. Because that's all he wrote.
But they spell it S-O-L-E to symbolize the fish that he could have been cooking on the barbecue.
See, this is off-the-cuff stuff, people. That's why we're great.
We're called winging it here.
We are the best at winging it. Other radio shows don't understand.
We're just
You got to be brave and just wing it every once in
And
a
if
while.
we're not the best, we're in the top 50 or 60.
No, we're the best.
Exactly.
We're the best.
Top 50.
This is how far back the first Boston album goes. 34 years ago. So Boston's first album, 33 years ago.
What year is that? I don't want to do math.
76.
Alrighty.
So in 75, Patty Hearst.
Patty Hearst?
The FBI
Symbionese
captured
Liberation Army, was it? SLA?
Yeah, the FBI captured her 34 years ago today.
Oh, today? Was he? Well, okay.
Called herself Tanya.
Where is she now? Is she alive or
She's
dead?
fine. She's fucking on some reality shows sometimes. She pops on. She did a little prison stint. And that was that.
And her daughter, I think, is in entertainment now or something.
Yeah.
Like a singer or, I don't know, something.
Yeah, she
All right, Ant.
took right to that, holding a machine gun in the bank. That did her in, that fucking picture of them when they were robbing the bank, and she's just standing there with a machine gun. Like, all right.
You could
I think
be getting
she's
on
really
this.
into it. One of these rich little girls that wanted a little excitement in her life back then and decided she was going to, leave the Hearst fortune and become a bank robber.
She did go to jail, though, for how long?
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure. It wasn't
2 months.
No, it was old. It was a few years. Not sure. You got that info there, Daniel?
How come she didn't do 25? Like,
I know. I'm kind of curious. Well, when your family is the Hearst family,
Do you think they were embarrassed by her shenanigans?
could have been. And at first, it was like, oh my God, she was kidnapped. This is horrible. And then it was like, wait a minute, she's digging these guys.
She wasn't really kidnapped, was she? They think it was a bunch of fudge. Pardon my French.
They think it was, or she insists she was kidnapped, but they brainwashed her.
Yeah.
But apparently the court didn't decide that. There's that picture of her with the fucking machine gun. What a clear bank picture that is.
It's good there, too. Nice long neck. Jesus.
Yeah, long neck. She was sexy.
Yeah, she was all right.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking that hat off. Guys who want to say sex but don't know how to be dirty, I wouldn't mind taking her hat off and giving her an old bank robbery.
Oh,
What's that mean?
Well, we have a brand new Manhole promo.
Yeah.
This is our dream that SiriusXM has a channel called The Manhole, and it's basically women doing edgy locker room type guy talk.
35 years she got. They let
really?
her out after 7.
35 years. That means she would still be in jail.
It said 7, right? 7 years?
Yeah.
35 years in prison. Her sentence was later commuted to 7 years. Her prison term was also eventually commuted by President Jimmy Carter. Released from prison on February, having served 22 months. You get a 35-year sentence, and you serve 22 months? She was granted a full pardon by Bill Clinton in 2001.
Is he friends with the Hearsts?
How does that... The Hearsts, man, that is fucking ridiculous.
That's like the tax thing we were talking about. What is it going to be, for real? If it's 35 years, it should be 35 years.
35
No?
fucking years. Wow. And then completely like, hey, it never happened.
Nah.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
Now she's on red carpets and stuff.
God bless.
Anyway, Manhole. So it's a channel that we think would be very good here at SiriusXM.
Pitching it.
A bunch of women just getting edgy.
Mm-hmm.
And, the Manhole channel, which doesn't exist, is paying attention to us very closely.
Yes.
And they kind of did a Sex and the City type of riff here.
Really?
Take a listen.
Today on the Manhole, extreme guy talk done by women. Catch Rita and Janice in the Labia Lounge.
All right, look who's coming into the studio. It's Cherry and Melissa, the lesbian exhibitionist. Hi, girls. Ooh, Cherry, what is that you brought with you?
This is my favorite vibrator, the Rabbit.
Oh, my God. Is that the one Samantha has in Sex in the City? It so is. I heard they're making another movie.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to see Carrie's shoes. I can't wait to see what the Samantha says next.
I wonder what's going to happen.
Listen, Mr.
Miranda's
Big.
boyfriend's so cute in the last movie.
Oh, my God.
Those bitches sure can babble. Catch Rita and Janice today in the Labia Lounge, 3 p.m. Eastern on the Manhole. All whole, all the time.
All whole, all the time.
They kind of slipped out of what they were supposed to be talking about.
Yeah, it's all right. I like that one.
That was good. Speaking of, there was something in there that reminded me of a commercial that's on that is so disturbing Trojan has put out this little thing that you slip over your finger if you're a woman, and it's got like little bristles on it, little rubbery bristles on it.
So
but
you
it
scrub
vibrates.
out your hole?
But it vibrates.
Oh, okay.
So it's called the Oh, you got the commercial? Okay, here it is. This is so bad. And you fucking diddle yourself with it.
With the little
you put it on
brushy
your
thing?
finger. But it's battery power. It's like tiny battery, so it vibrates. And you diddle your clit with it, and it's right on the tip of your finger. And there's these two women I guess they're waiting to have their hair done, and they're sitting in the reception area, and they start chatting about it. This old fucking Lucille Ball ready to die bag is sitting behind them and kind of listens to the conversation. And then one of the girls goes, where can I get one? Or says something. And the old woman implies that she has one. This is, you play the commercial. It's, you got the volume up on that?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
All right, here we go.
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, it's new from Trojan. It's that vibrating touch that everyone's talking about.
Yeah, the little personal massager that goes right on the tip of your finger, huh?
Wow, it's so cute.
Yeah, my girlfriend has one, and she's been raving about it for weeks. In fact, she told me that you could actually,
Uh-oh, they're whispering.
Okay, I have definitely got to get one of these.
You and me both. Does it say where you can get one?
Let's see.
Relax, girls. You can get them right online.
That's where I got mine.
Ugh.
Finally, a personal massager that women aren't afraid to talk about from Trojan, a brand you know and trust. To learn more or to purchase, go to vibratingtouch.com and hear what real women are saying.
It's so small and discreet, and it comes in this awesome little bag.
It's good for a relationship, let's put it that way.
For complete details or to order one for yourself or as a gift, go to vibratingtouch.com today.
It's good for a relationship.
Yeah.
Implying,
That's where I got mine. She is a decrepit old bag. This isn't even like trying. They weren't even trying to make it seem like she was an old cougar or anything.
Yeah.
She's like a grandmother multiple times over. And she's like looking at these girls, rolling her eyes around like, oh, they don't even know about this yet? I've been fucking diddling my dried up piece of Indian corn for a while with this thing. Horrible.
God, that is like...
It was in an office setting. There's two girls. They're talking.
Yeah.
And it's the worst acting ever. They're
really
pretending to whisper, but they're not leaning in.
When, I heard what you can do with it is... She's like, all I'm thinking is horrific things. Shove it up your asshole.
Yeah.
Pull shit out and then brush your teeth with it.
Exactly. Pick your nose with it and get a little vibrating feeling in your brain. It's just some stupid thing.
Horrible. But, it really is interesting when I saw that also, besides just being horrified by the entire thing, how it was growing up, how they were like, they want to put a bra commercial on television where they actually show a woman in a bra? Remember they just used to show suspended brasiers that looked like it had an invisible woman in it?
Right.
And they'd spin it around and go, the cross your heart bra.
Yeah, they didn't even have it on a mannequin. Because that would have been too crazy.
That was crazy. And then it was like, oh my God, they're actually putting a woman in a bra on an ad. And then condoms. That was another huge thing. Condom ads on television. Wow. And now it's just, now it's, women talking about diddling their pussy with a vibrator on, regular TV. Yeah. And it's just, we have come leaps and bounds as far as that goes.
And we can't have a naked girl on the radio.
No.
Diddling herself.
We're not pornographers.
Yeah. Wish we were.
All right, Ant. This is interesting. I don't know why we get under everyone's skin, but we do. And
what the hell could we have possibly fucking done?
Sue Simmons is on the phone,
and we
okay.
and we do enjoy it. But for some reason, people just get so mad when it comes to us. People that we haven't even thought of or talked about in a really long time. Kyle, what do you got?
Hey, boys.
Hey, Kyle.
Unfortunately, I don't get satellite radio. I just get it in my car, but my alarm goes off in the morning. Anyway, I turn it on, and Man Cow's on the radio this morning. and he goes into this diatribe of how you guys, Opie and Anthony, are the most vile radio guys. You make Stern look subtle.
Compliment. Thank you.
Good will
ass.
conquer evil. You are horrible. Ew. He will be around. That's why you're getting thrown off. Stay true to yourselves.
How are we getting thrown off?
Another guy that knows something that we don't know. Like when Bubba said we were getting thrown off radio, he goes, "Trust me, I know for a fact." He said that probably a year and a half ago.
The Opie and Anthony show has been around for over a decade. Yeah. We've been around for how long as the Opie and Anthony show?
15 years.
About 15 fucking years. And every time we get a gig, someone says, "Oh, they're so gone like next month or this or their contract's up. You won't be seeing them again." And we continue.
Eventually, one of these dopes will be right.
Yeah, because
all radio careers do eventually end.
Yeah.
And then some idiot will be go, "See, I told you. Told you."
This show is like AIDS, but with worse results.
Damaging.
If we left tomorrow, we still put in 15 amazing years. This fucking asshole. And the good conquering evil. He likes to forget all the crap he did on the radio.
Turd. What are you driving the car toward the wall, turd? Shut up.
See, that's the interesting thing about this is that we're in Alabama, which is god awful anyway. But the thing is that it's on what he's on. It's a syndicated news channel that has no reach, and they cut his show. He comes on at 5, and they cut it off at like 8, and his show really goes to 10 for like more from him or something like that. You're right. It's a completely different format. He's more. It's all politics now. That's why I didn't even recognize it when I heard him talking.
I mean, we delve into politics, believe me, but for the most part,
you're entertaining.
It's just whatever. Yeah, whatever we feel like talking about. If it's Samantha's pussy, we'll talk about that. But Mancow thinks he can just change. Like Rush Limbaugh apparently was a music jock years ago.
Was he?
And then and then he decided especially during the Clinton administration that he had a great thing to do. He could go on, become a conservative talk show host, and he's making millions of fucking dollars and has a huge syndication. And Mancow thinks he could do that, but the difference is he doesn't have any credibility with the right, with the conservatives, with the Republicans.
No, that's the thing. Is he says he's good friend. Listen, now I'll
here it is. Right.
He says he's good friends with Rush Limbaugh, great friends with Hannity and Levine, all these guys.
All right, let me stop you right there. He's great friends with Hannity. I think he's been on Hannity maybe a couple times.
Has he?
Not recently. Ant's doing Hannity on a semi-regular basis at this point.
Yeah.
Jimmy's been on Hannity. I've been on Hannity, even though I hate fucking politics. He's a guy that he couldn't continue doing what made him famous and rich, by the way.
Yeah.
He did a lot of edgy shock. Let me finish, all right? No, I don't want to finish now.
What? No, I don't want to finish. What else did this idiot say?
No, what I want to say is, though, he did edgy shock jock shit that made him very famous and very rich, and he wants to now, forget about that. That's why he's living in, I would assume, a really nice house.
Yeah.
And he couldn't continue it because he couldn't figure out a way around the rules and stuff. So he goes, I got to do something different. And he just found politics one day.
That's what happened. He saw people making money.
He said what y'all do is entirely too easy, and what he does, it's entertaining. Different ways to say different things, and he really has to apply himself. It's a great audience.
Another jealous guy.
I would love to hear y'all comment over what he was saying. It would be
if the guys can find it. I don't know where you find a podcast these days.
Where you find fucking Mancow.
I really don't know. I wouldn't know where to find Mancow audio. I know.
Hey, Jimmy.
He talks over everybody.
You can say whatever you need to say. So I'm right here, buddy.
Hey, man, you ever going to come down to the South anytime? I know we're scary and everything, but...
I have 2 Virginia gigs booked on the next couple of months.
That's barely the South, Jimmy.
Where are you talking?
They're talking deep South.
Well, where are you, sir?
Alabama.
I'm in Bama, but I know nobody's coming to the Stardome, Jimmy, but you can come to Atlanta or something.
I was just in Atlanta, sir.
Oh, well, Christ, I need to update your webpage then.
Just get satellite in the car, would you?
What's that?
You just get satellite in the car.
Yeah,
I do have satellite in the car.
Oh, okay. Then you can. You'll hear when I'm coming back.
Oh, someone's bringing back an old bit. Thank you, Kyle, for the info. We'll try to search out that audio. I appreciate it.
By the way, Danny,
sorry
that
I got
omelet smells
frustrated
like
with you,
feet.
too.
Your breakfasts always smell delicious.
No, but they're just the plain egg whites.
No, plain egg whites smell horrible.
They
smell like
horrendous
vomit.
every day.
It smells like vomit.
But at least
All our food smells
But it smells
horrendous.
like it's like I couldn't see what Danny's eating. I just smell feet.
It's egg whites,
Ew.
Jim.
But what's on it?
Feet.
Mushroom and onions.
Onions, what I smell.
Onion feet?
Onion feet.
Smell like bag?
It smells like somebody had been walking and then decided to be served as breakfast. 2 severed footsies.
That's how they scrambled his eggs with their savage feet.
You guys eat like the worst shit every day.
Language.
I have some onions.
Language.
It's a problem.
This is my home.
Eric in Virginia. Eric.
If half your town doesn't have indoor plumbing, Mancow Country, Libby Dibby.
You want to bring back the Mancow bit?
Country.
I love
Remember Mancow Country?
If you guys want to work
What's
the
that?
Mancow Country bit today, I'd appreciate it.
Because all of his
last time he
cities,
was
oh my
trashing
God.
us, we're like, all right, where's this guy broadcasting to?
Yeah.
It used to be like the big thing in Chicago, and we looked up his stations, and they're all tiny little markets in the middle of nowhere.
Nothing.
So now there's a bit that people do. If this is happening, then you're in Mancow Country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if a big problem is your cattle getting anthrax. You're in Mancow Country!
I guess he
And, of
broadcasts
course,
out of Chicago, but he's not even heard in
It's
Chicago.
just that you might be a redneck thing, but
Yeah.
it's Mancow Country.
Mancow
Oh,
Country.
okay.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Fair enough.
People.
Mm-hmm.
It's that easy, kids.
Let's
What we
say hi
do
to
is
Mike
easy.
in Jersey. Mike.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
How you guys doing?
Better now that you called, Mike.
Have you guys heard about when Mancow had himself waterboarded on his show to prove that it wasn't torture? But he lasted about a second and immediately said it was.
What an asshole. He's such a fucking asshole.
And by the way, he did that for publicity.
Yeah. The big thing was
don't kid
waterboarding.
yourself.
I'm going to be waterboarded. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to waterboard myself. Turd. Put the wet rag over my mouth and nose, and then pour water on me. I'm going to be waterboarded. Okay, stop.
Turd?
Turd. What's your show, Mancow?
Turd?
Yes, it's turd.
All right, let's move
that's
on.
Video
Of what? Oh, the waterboard?
I'm holding your nose. I'm holding his nose as he speaks. Okay.
Move down a little. You're squeezing the top of my nose. There you go.
Shut up. You're being tortured.
I have to get over here that way.
All right.
I can get a good grip.
All right. Here's the bucket of water in his hand.
All right.
The sergeant is over Mancow's head.
We're going to do it on 5, okay? 1, 2, I lied.
Ooh, water going. All right, that's it. That's it. All right.
He lasted.
Oh God. Mancow is soaked.
Oh, God. Oh,
Mancow-
God.
Oh, he's soaked. Watch out.
Got a little water on
There
him.
could be a problem. He
How you
needs a
doing,
towel.
buddy? How do you feel? You want the EMT? No.
Look at
EMT's here. No, it's okay.
What a
It
fake
is
drama
I'm
queen.
fine. It is way worse than I thought it would be.
Shut the fuck
And
up. Not
it
what
is
they
way
did
worse
just
than I
there.
thought it would be. And that's no joke. Would you consider that torture? Look, all that's been done to this country, and I heard about water being dropped on someone's face, and I never considered torture. Even when I was laying there, I thought this is going to be no big deal. I go swimming. It's going to be like being in the tub. It is such an odd feeling to have water poured down your nose and your mouth with your head back. It was instantaneous. I thought I could hold out 30 seconds, 60 seconds. It was instantaneous, and I don't want to say this. I do not want to say this. Absolutely torture. You do. Absolutely. I mean, that's drowning. So you felt like you were going to drown. When I was a kid, I drowned. I drowned. My brother pulled me out of this this pool that I fell in, and I had to be revived. And I remember the feeling, and that it is the feeling of drowning.
Unfortunately, your brother was around. Holy shit. Could have ended the whole thing right there, right at the beginning.
What a dramatic ass.
Figure we just give him right back to the Lord.
Fucking dramatic.
God. Let me tell you. This is absolutely torture. Absolutely torture. No, my show. Listening to my show. You got a man cow bored people. And bored spelled like I'm bored.
I like the fact that Ant wasn't sure how to spell bored, so instead of going B-O-R-E-D, he just spelled like I'm bored.
I have no idea. Sense gets me too. Like this doesn't make sense, or a sixth sense.
S-E-N-S-E both times.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sense, like as in
common sense.
S-E-N-S-E.
It's all that.
S-C-E-N-T-S is smell.
And smell is different.
S-C-E-N-T-S.
Smell is different. And then what about pennies? Pennies are spelled with a C.
C-E-N-T-S. I won best speller in town 2 years in a row.
What was the word you had to spell to win the competition?
Formaldehyde.
God, is he a fucking drama douche? He can't even be sincere. Look, when he was doing this shock jock show, I started out doing my shock jock show and made a lot of money doing that. He would do these bullshit bits like turd driving into the wall. And you could hear the engine fucking...
Can we play the turd bit again?
I have to hear the turd bit to
I hope
just
this doesn't
pick it
bore
apart
people,
again.
but we have to.
It exposes this guy for the douche he is. And,
Well,
and
the
even
biggest
doing
problem with
this-
Man Cow is you don't know who the real Man Cow is.
Yeah.
Are you the shock jock? Are you the one that cares about the country? Who is Man Cow, really?
That's why he can't pull this political talk thing off, because he's a phony. And when he was doing that, he can't even be honest doing this. He's got to be over dramatic. He can't just sincerely talk like a person and say, wow, you know something? I'm laying there, and I really thought I wouldn't get that feeling of drowning, but it really get. Hold on. Let me over dramatize this whole thing. And the guy comes up. You need the EMTs. Shut the fuck up! What an asshole!
It's funny you said that. And E-Rock walked in.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't mean you, Eric.
No. Hello.
Here's the
mad.
fake
Come on, Squig.
here's the fake car stunt. This is one of my favorites because
it is so bad.
Basically, get the premise.
And he was selling this as completely honest. He was doing this.
Get the premise. Live on the air, he's going to test out an airbag. So Turd is going to ram his car into a brick wall.
A brick wall. Turd is going to drive his car into a brick wall to test the airbag, to see if the airbag works.
Yeah.
And it's all going out live on Man Cow's show. Listen to, first of all, take note that you would not be able to get this audio. You could tell it was put together in a studio because the engine sound is different.
It's a sound effects library.
The screeching wheels, the impact. You wouldn't hear the impact because the microphone would be fucked up. It's like it's done in the studio.
It's atrocious.
Horrid.
Still atrocious.
A-T-R-O-C-I-O-U-S.
Give yourself a bell.
What is it?
I don't know.
I have no idea either.
Of course.
Turd?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready, bud?
15.
15 miles an hour. He's going to give us the countdown
20.
as he goes racing into the side of a factory.
25. 30.
30 miles an hour.
Anything happens to him, Cal, I'll kill you.
35.
35 miles an hour right now.
Oh, my.
Maximum speed is 65.
40.
A long course has been set up.
Oh, my God.
Come on, Turd.
45.
That sound familiar? No, I mean, he used one of these. We have a longer skid, but it's the same crash.
It's weird because the glass breaking doesn't sound like auto glass. Auto glass doesn't break like that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Auto glass kind of chinks out in little, little
watch your language.
squares.
Yes.
Oh, don't be fresh.
And, of course, Danny noticed what I noticed also. From 15 miles an hour to 45 miles an hour and beyond, the engine never went up or down or anything. He held his foot on that gas pedal perfectly.
You could actually make the bit sound like it might be real if you actually had Turd in a car in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Actually speeding.
And then at the
seg
last
into
minute,
the fake crash.
You seg into the fake crash if you want to be a big phony piece of cunt like him. But to have that fake, and then why did he step on the brake? He's supposed to be hitting the wall.
Well, because he chickened out at the end.
And he screams, and then there's dramatic music. What an asshole.
I actually think that was real. Can we hear that again?
Shut up, Jimmy. The whole thing?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Come on, please. I love
Turd?
Turd?
Are you ready, bud?
15.
15 miles an hour. He's going to give us the countdown
20.
as he goes racing into the side of a factory.
25. 30.
30 miles an hour.
If anything happens to him, Cal, I'll kill you.
35.
35 miles an hour right now.
Oh, my.
Maximum speed is 65.
40.
A long course has been set up.
Oh, my God.
Come on, Turd.
45.
The douche chill inducing that does to me. I can't handle that.
I'm only curious, though, because I never heard a dial tone on a cell phone before.
Yeah, that dial tone. Boo. Oh, please. Just please.
I got a whole disc of his horse shit.
His horse shit. And this is why, by the way, he tries and tries to be accepted as a conservative talk show host, and they will not accept him. He's not good enough at it, first of all. Secondly, he comes from that?
Well,
stop it.
Well, you're a big fan and a caller.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes. I was a really good caller once.
Anthony just called to make a salient point and then hung up.
I set it up really nicely, and he hung up on me before the big fucking payoff. So all I did was give him a good phone call and a good topic. He had a good idea. That was a very good comment.
We could replay that.
Oh, I was
I would love to hear that.
All right, but first we'll end with that. Remember a little event called 9/11?
I think I do, sure.
It was happening in New York, but he's broadcasting from Chicago. And
yeah.
He's another one of these guys that has to always turn around and make it about himself.
Make it about him.
So this is what was his big concern on 9/11 as buildings were falling down all over the fucking place.
Guys,
we are L.A. has no tall buildings.
Well, wait a minute.
It's an earthquake zone.
Wait a minute. What is the biggest building? Hold on a second. We have our own zip code here. I broadcast from a building with very political ties. The Kennedy family started this. It's called the Merchandise Mart, and it is second only in.
Hold on. Look, you don't go the Twin Towers, the Pentagon, potentially the White House, and then the Merchandise Mart. They really, Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, whatever, Al-Qaeda, they weren't gunning for the Merchandise Mart. Holy shit. I think, given the choice, if the fucking pilot, that savage pilot was aiming his plane down and saw the Merchandise Mart or a Petco, he'd probably hit the Petco.
Oh, my God.
Why?
Listen, though, he's got to make it about himself.
Yeah.
One of the biggest events ever. He's got to somehow figure out how it's going to affect him at that moment.
A building with very political ties. The Kennedy family started this. It's called the Merchandise Mart, and it is second only in size to the Pentagon.
You want to go home?
It's a target.
Maybe we should.
No, I don't want to go home.
So
I feel like
it out. And now, as you can can see, the entire floor is burning.
Holy shit. No, I don't want to go home. I'm going to be brave here at the Merchandise Mart, which is target number 6,842. There's not enough planes.
You just got the manifesto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The manifesto.
I had to go to page 250 to realize it might be a threat.
There's not enough planes. They would actually be out of every type of aircraft where maybe a hang glider. With a hang glider with a guy with an M80.
Or paper planes.
Paper planes
just
being
taping
thrown
firecrackers to paper planes.
We're under attack here. Turd. We're at the Merchandise Mart, turd. Ugh.
And then this.
Is that the Merchandise Mart?
Yeah. And then this.
Not big at all.
And then this on 9/11.
All right, I have got to. I want to go.
Wait a minute. So that building isn't the big one in Chicago?
No,
it's not tall. The Merchandise Mart is not
Sears
that tall.
Towers.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That's the building.
It's the Sears Tower and the Hancock Building.
Are we looking at a 6-story building?
Yes, but it's a block long.
2, 3, 4, 5, 7-story building.
7-story tall
in the middle of
building.
Chicago. He's worried that a plane's going to hit that. Back in 2001.
Wouldn't you go for the fucking Sears Tower?
I thought that was just another name for the Sears Tower. For real. I'm like, that's
no.
They would go for the Sears Tower. way before this dumb little 7-story building.
It has its own zip code because it's just a massive.
It's a long building.
Yeah, it's a big building, but it's not high.
No, it's not high.
That's stupid.
What
Just
a
stop
fucking
it.
asshole.
Just stop, you fucking fraud.
Then he continues with this.
All right, I have got to. I want to go. Look, guys, I'm in a building that could possibly be targeted.
I am angry now.
He's making it about him with his phony fucking voice. Can you believe this guy? Yeah, 8 years later, and listening to this is making me angry because I remember what that was like to be in New York, and even us. We knew we were fine. Mm-hmm. We knew we were fine out on Long Island.
You just knew, but then we had to come back to this. We came back to the city on September 12th. That's right, the next day.
The 12th.
And we were in a big building, but even then,
you knew
it would be so easy to go, yeah, we weren't really sure. No, we knew we were
All
safe.
All the planes were grounded over the United States and everything. We were fine.
Right.
And to tell you the truth, we would have broadcasted from our own building. We couldn't get into Manhattan.
Yeah, they
pretty much shut down Manhattan, but we were going to broadcast from the building that we were in. But this guy is like, look, I'm in a building that could potentially be targeted. Importantness that is Mancow and turd. My God, what if they get turd? Shut up.
Look up the building for yourself on Google. I think it was 7 stories.
Pathetic.
That was it. With tall buildings around it, by the way.
That's why.
So it'd be hard to even, have a plane run into this
You'll
one.
never be accepted as a conservative talk show host, you fucking lame dummy. Because of shit like this, you're an embarrassment. 9/11, and you try to make it about you being in danger. When firemen are running up fucking the Twin Towers and they're collapsing, but you had to make it about you potentially being in danger.
As people are jumping to their deaths.
Drama fucking queen. What a cunt. I hate this motherfucker. I hate Mancow.
Yeah, people jumping to their deaths because they don't want to burn alive. They'd rather die that way, and you're worried. You're in a 7-story building, really?
Yeah, just
Here's the rest of the clip.
All right, I have got to. I want to go. Look, guys, I'm in a building that could possibly be targeted. Second in size, only in America, to the White House, or to the Pentagon, called the Merchandise Mart. And I'm going to.
Pentagon has already been hit,
guys.
I hope you'll forgive me. I want to go call my family, and I will continue to broadcast. We'll be right back.
That was fake.
Oh,
that was fake drama.
You fake.
That was so fake.
And he's still a phony. That's the same kind of with the waterboarding just before that we listened to. That was more recent. Let me tell you something. That absolutely is torture. And by the way, who cares if it's torture? They're using it on fucking criminals. Good.
And I explained myself, Aaron. The fucking Merchandise Mart, Sears Tower is the Merchandise Mart. I didn't know if that was another name. I've never been to Chicago.
Hey, lighten up, Chicago.
Right, I didn't know. I assume maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a different name. Because what? Know why I assume that? I'll be honest with you. Because he's selling it so much. I'm like, oh, wow, he's got to be in the Sears Tower. And even if he was, he would be safe.
You fucking come here and do a little talk about the Flatiron Building and Times Square and the Chrysler Building. Go ahead, do a little riff on it. you dolt.
What else do you want to play from here? There's just so much.
You know what
stuff.
happens when you assume? That's right. You're making a sue out of and e.
You stink. Shit.
Here's a piece of his demo.
I love it.
Here's a piece of his demo.
His demo?
He's trying to get other stations to hire him.
Because it feels so empty without me.
Shut me down because I say it the way it is.
This looks like a job for me, so everybody
all right,
just follow
we are
me,
here.
We need a little
welcome to Free Speech, taking more calls than any other radio show in America. We want to give you a voice, 1-888-2-MANCOW. I guess because, the first day back in San Francisco here on a major powerhouse station, man. This is exciting. 100,000 watts. You ought to see the footprint on this thing. We basically cover. This is basically everyone in California is hearing us right now, so this is cool.
Awesome.
Shut up.
Everyone in California, really? You're on a dumb AM station out of San Francisco?
Isn't there a 50,000 watt limit?
That's a few years ago now. God.
Every word out of his mouth is
a lie.
Bullshit. It's just utter bullshit.
When Howard left CBS,
yeah,
he went on Hannity, this Mancow, and claimed this.
This is all.
And I said, wait till number one fails, wait till the second Stern replacement fails, and then the third Stern replacement's going to be you.
That's great. I get to be the third Stern replacement. You can tell this guy thinks the world of me.
Right.
Yeah.
I replaced a legend in New York by the name of Bob Grant.
Right.
And I was the third
Never heard
replacement.
of him. Yeah, well, you're not in New York. But listen, Sean, here's the thing. You never want to come on after a show that was popular, and I understand that. And I never wanted to do it. I never, ever, and it was offered to me at one point, and I don't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. And the thing is, why?
So let me get this straight, Anthony.
Yeah.
Mancow was offered Howard's gig, which was worth, by the way, millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And he chose that not to do it, right?
Yep.
He said no to millions and millions of dollars.
No,
right?
I don't want to be in the number one radio market.
Right, broadcasting.
And have a lot of money, and yeah.
Fucking liar.
And it was offered to me at one point, and I don't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. And the thing is, why would I want that? The audiences have left. I got to go build an audience for a company that I don't like. I'm fine here where I'm working for people I like. Sometimes.
By the way, we spoke with a lot of management about that, and they confirmed that, no, he was never even considered for the job.
The only reason
they can't stand Mancow.
He was actually calling them trying to get the gig.
Yeah, he was calling them and sending demo tapes and begging to get the gig. It was never offered to him. He is full of shit.
Business is just filled with liars.
Oh. One honest moment out of that motherfucker would be fantastic. And I bet it would be sucking on a big cock. I'm being honest right now.
So, a couple years ago, Mancow went after us, so we beat him up because it's easy to beat him up.
Yeah,
it's kind of boring at this point.
Phony.
But we decided Anthony needs to confront the guy. So Anthony, we talked to the phone screener, and the phone screener didn't know it was Anthony. From Opie and Anthony.
I was going to make a prank call.
Right.
I was making a prank phone call.
Just thought it was going to be a good call. So Anthony's on hold, and we're like, holy shit, you're going to finally get to rip into Mancow.
I thought up a topic that was relevant to what they were talking about, with enough information to the screener that he would go, okay, they put me on for this, and they indeed put me on hold. He said, all right, wait for the cow, and then they gave me all the preliminary, what I have to do and what I have to say.
Do you want to hear that part?
Oh, please, because it exposes him again for being such a phony.
Right.
They instruct you to say things to make Mancow seem bigger and more important and more loved than he is.
Yeah. By the way, if you're keeping track at home, they're bouncing today.
Holy shit, I missed them.
They're bouncing.
Damn it.
Not that long bounce either.
The little
yeah,
a slow, heavy, full bounce.
Oh, but
she does.
But
have
pops
nice
right back.
Full ones.
You know the ones that pop right back. Yeah. Bounce, pop back. Yeah. So Anthony talking to the phone screener so he could get on live, and then he's going to set up a nice phone call with Mancow and then rip into him.
Mancow, what's your topic?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm great. What do you want to say to Mancow?
Want to talk to the cow today? A little bit about this situation with Britain and the sailors.
Okay, what do you want to say about that?
I want to say I believe that the United States is being kept out of this by Britain because we have such a bad world view that people look at the United States as troublemakers, and I think Britain is kind of snubbing us on this one.
Okay, so they're keeping the USA out of it?
Yeah, it's a statement has been released from Britain that wants the United States to lay back on this and not get involved. We should be all over this subject, all over it. And the president's not even commenting, and that is because Britain has told us not to, because the world view of the United States is very poor, and this wouldn't help. They said it wouldn't help for the United States to become involved.
Huh. What's your first name?
Tony. Tony.
Where are you calling from?
Calling from New York. Oops. Listening online.
Very good. A couple of things for the show, man. Got to keep your radio or your audio down.
Got it.
Keep your comments clean, short and sweet, to the point, and start off by saying, Mancow, love you, love your show, okay?
You got it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. That's great. You had to say, love you, love the show. Who the fuck instructs their screener to tell the listeners to say, Mancow, love you, love the show? It's self-adulation.
If we go to the phones and someone goes, hey, love you guys, whatever, that's cool.
Yeah, they weren't instructed.
Right. No, we don't instruct.
Oh, my God.
That's embarrassing.
Hey, Mancow, love you, love the show.
So here's how it went down.
So here's the... Now,
so
by the way...
stage one worked out perfect.
Now, hold on, because by the way... I was going to fucking unload on Mancow. Obviously, this is a great setup for my prank that I was going to do and unload on him about how phony he is and everything. But this was my way of getting in, loosening them up, getting their guard down so I could attack.
Sure it was, fanboy.
Tony in New York, hello.
Mancow, love the show, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, I want to talk a little bit about this Britain situation with the sailors that were taken hostage, as I see it. There's a problem. I don't see the president speaking out on this, and now I'm hearing that the United States has been told not to comment by Britain because of the world view of our country. The British are telling us to please stay out of this so as not to make trouble. I see this as maybe Britain turning on us a little bit as an ally in this situation. What do you think about this?
Well, I think that's a brilliant thing. I think that's a brilliant question.
Thank you, Mancow.
Thing to bring up.
Yeah.
I think we need to keep our nose out of it right now. I think we got. We're like that. Well, Sam Childers knew this pygmy woman in Uganda, and she's a nice girl. She's always sticking her nose in people's business, and I think we need to keep our nose out of everybody's business right now. And I think England is saying, let us handle it, and I'm okay with that for now. But you better believe if it starts to hit the fan, once again we'll be there to save them. It's the Mancow Show.
I got a little too engrossed in my setup.
I think it was probably 2 seconds from unloading.
I was so close to I just wanted my spot. I was hoping for a little follow-up maybe. I didn't know he was one of those shows that takes the question and then hangs up on the guy that gives you the question so he can finish without being interrupted. So that was very disheartening because all I did was give him what he dubbed a brilliant question.
Well, and we beat you up.
Oh, yeah.
Cut me off. I knew that was going to happen, too.
Yeah, it was. You should have done them in the middle. It was tough, though. It was actually a valid question.
I was waiting to come back. That's why I said, do you? Like that.
Would it be funny if Anthony just became a caller to the Mancow Show and never confronted him?
That's
just
pretty much what just happened, Jimmy. I just gave him a good call.
With the beeps.
Way to go. How funny would it be if someone overheard that and thought he handled such this is what we're looking for, and all of a sudden we were fired and he was put on in every market. Thanks a lot for
brilliant.
Nothing.
There you go.
I guess that was the one we replayed on terrestrial.
Yeah,
huh?
who knows?
Well, I missed terrestrial. That was the days of fun, huh?
I love beeps. Yeah.
Commercial break. Cars for Care. Right.
Wow.
1-800. Oh, shit.
All right, we're going to take a break.
Fucking radio stinks.
We got, we're trying to see what Mancow said about us today. So that's what got that going. We also have 8 more newsreaders cursing on the air. The first half we did went very well earlier this morning. We'll continue that. Also, Kiss interviewed on WGN.
I got to hear this.
Offer no information other than plugging during every answer. And this is something we noticed a long time ago, but it's getting really bad with Gene Simmons. So we'll have that audio as well after the break.
Kenny, bring me some bits.
Ooh!
Wow.
Texas performs its 17th execution of the year. It's weird that this came out today because we were just wondering if they were still doing executions yesterday.
Yeah.
17, and they got 2 more scheduled for next week.
Nice. Hope they could fit him in.
They pencil him in?
Pencil that in. That guy's sitting there right now. Just think of that. Right in Texas. One of those 2 that they got penciled in is sitting there right now just going like,
oh, shit.
God damn.
Ah, shit.
This is it.
Big story today. Ernie Anastas said, keep fucking that chicken on local news here.
No, you didn't hear wrong. That was the quote.
Yep. And he apologized. So we got the original clip and then the apology.
Yeah.
In case you weren't listening earlier. trying to help you guys out a little bit.
Big story.
I know you can't listen to the whole show every day. And then we move into
the whole show.
And then we move into some classic newsreaders cursing on the air. We did the first half to start the show. We got the second half ready to go here. But first, Ernie Anastas, once again.
On Fox 5 Sky Guardian, and then check that Saturday to make your weekend plans.
Takes a tough man to make a tender forecast, Nick.
I guess that's me.
Keep fucking that chicken.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, when we continue.
It's one of those things that gets funnier the more you hear it.
Yeah, it's the
'Cause
reaction.
They're all just having a good laugh.
It's the reaction is better than the curse itself.
I'll keep doing that.
And there's a Purdue commercial on.
Fucking A, man. All right, so that's what Ernie did. Most of you know that by now. The video doing quite well. Watch the lady's eyes get all bugged out like, oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. And
That's
the weather
my
guy just
favorite
goes,
part.
I will.
I will.
I'll agree with anything you
Oh,
say.
you're crazy, Ernie. I sure
Whatever.
will do that.
You're fucking a chicken, whatever you say.
How do you know I was into bestiality?
That is the dumbest. That proves that just they
don't listen.
don't know what to do or don't listen or anything.
That
You're
wasn't
right.
a don't know what to do. That's a great example of they don't listen to
I
each
will,
other.
because what could you possibly say that's worse than keep fucking that chicken?
Here's what happened. The guy couldn't, the guy didn't trust that he had heard that.
Okay,
The
that
guy
could have
heard
happened.
it, but he was like, it'd be like if you were talking to somebody like your boss, and your boss just went, listen, the job you've been doing is good. You can take a shit in my mouth, but I'd like you to be here a little earlier.
And you're like,
you'd be like,
okay.
He didn't just say that.
Yeah, you'd go, okay.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. The guy heard it, but he was like,
there's no way I just heard that.
Okay, I will.
Is that how you got your job at Caldor, by the way?
I keep, Mr. Reimer was my immediate. I have a picture of me.
Mr. Reimer?
Yeah, he's handing me a $25 check, and I have I'm kind of slumped in my fucking Jeffrey Dahmer glasses, accepting my $25 Caldor check. Ugh. I should show you guys the picture on Monday.
Yeah, I want to see it.
It's not good.
I want to see it.
If you bring that in,
Probably a proud moment.
I'll bring in the video of me as the talking car.
Yeah, I want to see that one.
I'm going to spend the weekend trying to find that.
Holy shit, do I want to see that?
It might be on a format that no longer exists, though. You know those giant videotapes?
Oh, you'll find
what
it
the
somewhere.
fuck was it called? Not the VHS.
Ooh, that
Beta?
was interesting.
Not the VHS. It was... What was that?
The lights just flickered.
You didn't
and then
notice
got
that?
a little brighter.
A lot brighter.
Yeah, we kicked in a different power source. It was originally the fucking thing, and the generator goes bing. Fucking know what I'm talking about. Sorry, Jim, we can't
I
help
know.
you, but keep showing up every day. All right.
God damn it, now I'm mad.
Let's play
Fuck,
some audio.
I'm mad now, and I wasn't even mad.
Fuck, I'm pissed off.
What happened?
I'm a cuckold.
Fuck.
What?
You weren't listening.
Happened?
I'm not mad because you weren't listening.
But what happened?
We all take our turns not listening.
Exactly, chicken fucker.
Just what Jimmy said. Now I'm mad.
Oh.
I was trying to forget about what this company's doing to us and just come in here and have fun.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy just reminded me, and now I'm mad again.
That's Friday.
Yeah, there you go.
Like I say, TGIF. My shirt says that.
It says Ozzy Osbourne.
No, not the one I'm wearing right now.
Oh, okay.
What was I going to do? I had to
Liar.
read Sharon's email last night, so of course I put the Ozzy shirt on today.
Oh, Sharon sent you an email?
Why wouldn't she?
What'd she say?
Why wouldn't
What'd she say? What'd she say?
Well, I had sent.
I got an email from Robert Kelly. It's pretty much the same thing.
The same
Did
gender.
you get your fishing license yet? Ugh. What'd she say for real?
Well, I had sent flowers because she.
Brown nose.
No, it was after the fact.
Brown nose.
It was after the fact because she had put me on the Ozzy tribute and then asked me. She just gave me a great weekend, so I sent her flowers.
Jesus.
And she wrote, "Dear Jim, thank you so much for my beautiful flowers. You didn't have to, but I'm glad you did. Also, thank you for the picture of all of us with Subo, which is Susan Boyle, that goof picture I'd made.
Right.
Finally, I wanted to thank you again for taking part in Ozzy's tribute and introducing him at the show on Saturday. Please stay in touch, and Ozzy and I wish you the best of luck on the Jay Leno show from your best friend, Sharon."
Jesus, Jimmy.
You have weaseled your way into the Osborne family. You have weaseled your way in.
Not really. It was more like we just got along really well, Sharon. I didn't talk because Ozzy was doing warm-ups and stuff before the show. He's, before a show, you're fucking out of your mind. You're not chit-chatting. And she was just in the hallway. Me and her were just everyone wanted to talk to her. And me and her were just shooting the fucking breeze.
Look.
And then everybody introduces themselves to you.
I don't care what the circumstances were, whether it's this nice situation you have with Sharon and talking, whatever it is, You weaseled your way into the Osborne family.
But
how did you do that?
It was an invite. I'm
You're
like a vampire.
Giant fan.
I was invited.
No, this is something.
You started as a stalker.
You're right. This is something that happened
Over
very
a few-
slowly over
over
years.
years.
You started as a giant Ozzy fan as a kid.
a blinky mess.
As a little kid, you started as a huge Ozzy fan.
Yes, and remain so.
And as time went on, through your showbiz connections, through this program, you got to actually meet Ozzy, get close to him a little bit, talk this little thing. You were very nervous the first time. Remember the first Ozzy interview when Ozzy came in? You were a wreck.
Well, the first time
You
on the
barely
phone
talked.
at NEW, I just sat there while I loved you that day, and you were so good because I couldn't talk. I was sitting next
you
to
were
him,
a mess.
speechless.
And then over more years go by, and just these little bits and pieces of opportunity come through to actually meet him again, have a little chat with him, and then Sharon, and then and now you're sending flowers to Sharon. She's emailing, phone calls, messages, bringing up Ozzy. You weaseled your way in.
But it wasn't a weaseling. And believe me, I'm capable of weaseling.
It's Jimmy's way of weaseling.
But a weaseling is a conscious thing. This was one like we needed to get permission to use a National Acrobat for the HBO special, and the publishers and the artists get the same amount of money. But the publisher wanted... We had to get the artists to knock theirs down so the publishers would come down. And Sabbath agreed. We needed every band member's okay.
To sign off
and
on
Sharon
it.
signed off on it, and Ozzy signed off on it, and they gave it to me very, very cheap.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden, a couple years later, she asked me to be on the tribute. It was, and plus the phone interviews we've done. It was nothing, there was no weird letters sent or... It was just bizarre.
Weasel!
Maybe she just knows that I'm a very public Ozzy fan.
knows. No,
You
she
know how
knows
it
that
is.
by now.
Couple of people just
A
talking.
couple of people.
Couple of friends. Give Oz my best. Hope he's well. How's his back? Good. All right.
I just find it amazing. I think it's a childhood dream of yours finally coming true
I brought him
now.
on stage. I was so happy.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
You never thought that as a kid.
Does he recognize
Awkward
you?
kid.
Well, when I was talking to Sharon in the hall, and he was walking by. He does like vocal training stuff before the show, and he walked by and he just saw me, and he kind of grabbed me and he slapped my face, and then he just kept walking.
Good.
I was very
That's
happy.
what everyone should do when they see you
But
slap
was-
your face.
It was a nice slap.
I thought it was a big backhand. Get the fuck out of here! Just slap you.
Oh,
Sean in North Carolina writes,
hates me.
how great would it be if Sharon worked Jimmy into a threesome?
I wouldn't.
God.
I wouldn't be able to perform. I'd be too nervous. I'd just be praising his songs.
Jimmy's like an FBI agent that infiltrates a crime family. That's
Yes.
Billy Vegan.
Takes years to get in there.
Jimmy Brasco.
Yes.
But I don't want information. All I want is like one of his hats. I just make off with this cowboy hat.
Well, I am amazed because it's just one of those things that, you know, as a kid with your stupid boombox, walking around trying to pick girls up as you're playing Ozzy out of your boombox.
That's humiliating.
And then there you are, bringing him up.
Oh, this is the
Amazing.
end of this tribute. I don't even know if he could see us walk out or not.
Yeah. It's on
Just,
YouTube.
amazing.
All right, and here's the Ernie Anastas apology for the little faux pas he had.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Honestly. Nice little stretch there.
Yeah, enjoy it while it's here.
Thank you, Nick. Just want to say I misspoke during last night's newscast. I apologize for my remarks to anyone who may have been offended.
All right, and as we continue.
You know what the worst thing is? If you didn't see it, or, you know, you're in that demo where you don't have YouTube and shit like that, and have no idea what he said, you'd be sitting there going, what the fuck did he say?
Right, exactly.
Actually, oh, what the heck did he say? And you wouldn't know. And then you might even search it out. So the apology, I think, even makes more people go and see what the hell he said.
They should have replayed it.
They
I
should
said
have.
this, and I apologize for that.
When I brought up that the weatherman should fuck a chicken, people would just be looking like, what context was that?
I apologize. He's a vegan.
How great he's still clueless, and that's
It's
what
like,
he did.
yeah.
They didn't tell him.
They didn't tell him how.
Like, oh, you want me to apologize? Okay. Well, last night I told Dick Gregory or Nick Gregory, whatever.
Nick
the fuck his name
Gregory,
is.
I said he should continue fucking a chicken. I want to apologize to everybody that might have been offended with my chicken fucking remark. No one should fuck chickens.
It just keeps going.
It just keeps
It's like
going.
a network moment. All right, well, that leads us to the second part of newsreaders fucking up over the years.
Yep.
We go to a weatherman out of Utica, New York.
Utica, yeah.
Good old Utica, New York, the armpit of New York State.
It looks like our weather will get warmer over the next couple of days, but we have to go through a few snow showers first. Your complete forecast, all today's news, straight ahead on the Fox Live and News. Fuck you, mother whore. Shit!
Oh, shit.
That's a tough one. He's just, you didn't slip on that one.
He thought he was being taped?
I guess.
Oh, no.
Do you know the panic when someone said, that went out live?
That was live. Because you probably initially go, no, shut up. Yeah. Stop, you're kidding. And then it's like, everybody's looking at you like, what did you do? Ooh, that whoosh, you start sweating, getting a little dizzy.
Hoping that no one caught it.
Yeah, maybe no one heard.
Maybe no one caught that.
They were all changing channels.
It was kind of ambiguous. Possibly nobody heard that.
Wow.
We move on to the next one here. Another weatherman.
It's just going to be kind of a mostly cloudy and cooler day before system number 2 takes aim at us, and we'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms from that system unfolding first thing on Thursday. So
that actually sounds like something you'd say, though. Yeah, we're going to see shit scattered all over the place. Don't worry about it. Wow.
Is that Jimmy? Intro and
oh, my God. Look at Jimmy.
It's a little embarrassing.
Oh,
I don't want to hear it. Just watch it.
Oh, no, I want to hear it.
No.
Come on, let's hear it. Come on, let's hear it. Please.
Are you ready?
They were great, though.
Come on, you motherfuckers! This isn't a Barry Manilow concert. Are you ready?
It isn't? Look how red Jimmy is.
Let me hear you make some noise! Ozzy
Osbourne! Yay!
You got all that fucking extra crazy from me tonight, okay? Are you ready? Are you fucking ready?
But Jimmy said that.
The madness begin!
Know what is amazing about this video? Look at all the camera phones.
I know.
Yeah, it's
all
all
taking
about
video.
fucking
Actually,
taking video.
It's how many are in that shot alone? Like 20. Oh wow, more just lifted their cameras.
Another thing, I always think of the future or the past is taking this video clip back and showing people and not telling them what's going on. They'd be like, what is that?
Yeah, what are they holding up?
They're holding up these little things.
Someone told me they have footage of me because if you look back, it's the first time I ever got to watch him from behind the stage that you could see the footage of me like kind of dancing. But
really?
I wasn't thinking of that. Yeah, I was very embarrassed.
Were you doing the huckabuck?
I was.
I was doing the hucklebuck.
Carlo was teaching me to mambo behind the guitarist.
Mambo. I just have to comment, Jimmy. That was quite the energetic Jimmy.
Well, you got what do you do? It's like the crowd was cheering, and they really were fucking loud. Like there was nothing else to say.
Did people think it was a Barry Manilow concert though? Like I wasn't sure when you said that if they actually thought maybe, and then they went, oh, did anyone leave after you said that? Like, fuck, I thought it was Barry.
Thank God he reminded us.
I didn't know what to say.
For a moment thought that it
thank you, Jim.
Some things you say in the moment, you probably look back and go, well, there might have been a better choice of words I could have used.
And were they ready?
Yeah. That's why I left. They were ready.
I love you, Jimmy.
They were ready with it. Ready like Helen. Get it? Helen ready?
I think the only one that was ready was the guy with the hook.
He's the get him ready kid, though.
I know. He's the get him. He was voted.
He's the get him. Yeah,
get him ready.
Weren't you
kid.
voted that one time?
Sweetest get him ready.
I was voted boy most likely to get. And then in quotes, groups ready.
Well, oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, then you fit in perfectly. No, that's a very endearing moment there. Yeah. All right. Very cute. You're just like so thrilled to be there to bring up Ozzy.
Very happy.
Let's get back to the newsreaders fucking up.
At that bridge with Barry Manilow, though.
I know. They wanted me to bring Barry on the next night. And
that ruined it.
They were all loud. I was like, hush now. This isn't an Ozzy Osbourne concert.
Here is a weather woman right here in New York City. Channel 2 in New York, if you're local.
Ooh.
Easterly winds will be very strong, too, and that will cause coastal flooding, very dangerous rip currents, as well as very high surf.
How many words are there that word just comes out with?
Well, that's some dangerous shit. It's going to rip your cunt.
Rip currents.
Wow.
I bet you newsreaders hate to have like people like Rich Cunzini next to them because you know they're going to slip.
Goddamn rip cunts.
Yeah.
I hate rip cunts.
Yes, that's Rip Taylor's wife. Yeah, Rip cunts?
Of course. Talk about rip cons.
Right.
You know, last night I was with 3 African-American gentlemen, and boy, was my cunt ripped. Oh, Samantha. Just dump a Cosmo on it. It'll heal again. Just another man-made episiotomy for that fucking hole of yours.
Yeah, Cosmo cures everything. Every disease that she's getting. We go to Kansas City. Kansas? Wichita is in Kansas, right?
Wichita.
Yes.
Tomorrow will be their first game of the new year, and Casey Walkup tells us their resolution is to toughen up.
Cobra, the Thunder enters 2007 with an 11-14-2 record. That's 20 games out of first place.
Hey, fuck off, Buzz.
So their New Year's resolution is to simply win more games.
Do you hear him? He goes,
Yeah. He realized, I got to hear that again, because he yells, fuck off, Buzz, of course.
Yeah.
And then you hear... Like he realized he was still on.
He's watching Home Alone. He got really angry at Buzz.
2007 with an 11-14-2 record. That's 20 games out of first place.
Hey, fuck off, Buzz.
So their New Year's resolution is to simply win more games.
How am I going to...
That's actually audio from the first moon landing. Because Buzz dropped a gasser, Buzz Aldrin, and Neil had to get off the rocket ship.
The rocket ship.
The rocket ship.
The rocket ship.
9-year-old way to say it.
What do you live in cartoons?
A rocket ship. No, that could have also been that Buzz was trying to sneak out the door and be the first man on the moon. And Neil pulls him back. Hey, fuck off, Buzz.
Yeah, he was just about to get off, and Buzz went, you dropped something, when Neil turned around. Buzz cut a hole in his fucking suit.
He did the old stepperoni and got in front of him.
One small step for fuck off, Buzz.
Yeah. How funny would it have been? How great would it have been if Neil Armstrong stepped on the moon and stepped right in dog shit? How confusing would that have been to the scientific community?
He's using some fucking multi-million-dollar piece of equipment to pry the dog shit out of the waffles in his shoes.
Yes, the waffles. Because he doesn't want to smell up the capsule. Michael Collins won't let him get back on.
Yeah, get that off your feet.
Leave your moon boots on the fucking thing, and you're not getting back in the fucking capsule, bucko. You may be Mr. Fancy Moon Man to everybody else, but your shit feet kneel to me. Take your shitty shoes and leave them there. What, is someone going to steal them?
They don't even realize when they first got back in the lunar module, him and Buzz are just like, someone stepping dog shit?
And they all look at Neil because there was no dog on the lunar module.
Of course not.
Or module. Or
Module.
This is going great.
You're channeling Voss. I love it.
That's fucking funny, man.
Shit.
All right, why don't we move on to the next newsreader?
Fuck off, Buzz.
we gotta play it again now.
Oh, you're fuck off, dude. It's something was happening.
11-14-2 record. That's 20 games out of first place.
Hey, fuck off, Buzz.
So their New Year's resolution is to simply win more games.
He's
shit. Oh. All right.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Know what we got to end this with? Oh, we got it. Okay, good. The anchor fight. That's one of my favorites.
I love that one.
But first, this one out of Little Rock, Arkansas.
What really happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death? The fuck is that? Shit! I'm dying in this fucking country-ass fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth. The fuck? I can't see pollen. Let's get the fuck out of this country, motherfucker. I can't even see me.
So he sounds really, quotations, white.
Yes.
Something goes wrong, and he goes all ghetto and starts sounding like Richard Pryor.
He did sound like Pryor,
right?
That was
Richard Pryor. Listen.
Yeah, at the beginning, it's the same reporter. So,
I would almost,
so he's like, hello, yes.
I would almost think the guy's white.
What really happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death? What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Motherfucker.
All of a sudden it just turns into the motherfucker. White people be crazy.
Well,
can he just Slunking in. Is that it?
Yeah. Holding 2 yogurts in his big dopey paws. Big fucking snowshoe feet.
You disheveled him last night.
Oh.
How?
He showed up at my building this morning all disheveled. I'm like,
Well,
"Are you okay?"
I drove home so I wouldn't miss today.
He was all happy. No, I actually got 3 hours sleep.
I told him, like, why don't you just go to Opie's? He's fucking right there, dude. He's got 8 bedrooms.
He is the weirdest dude ever. He doesn't want to be a bother. So what he did was last night he went up to Hartford with Jimmy. They did a show. The second show ended at what, 11?
No, I only did one show on Thursday.
Oh, okay. But they got home around 1, right?
Yeah.
And, he gets to my building around 5. So there's 4 hours. I told him, just fucking, he's in the system. He has his own key, basically. Just get the key and then crash on my fucking couch. Instead, he now drives another half hour home. And then he has to drive the half hour back, obviously. That would have been another hour of sleep he would have got. So instead of getting 4.5 hours sleep, he gets 3, barely.
Who Mr. fucking do 80 until he's 8 inches off the bumper and then jam on the brakes.
Oh, is that how he
It's
drives?
like fucking driving with a teacup ride at the carnival. I'm like, you have no here's the perspective of fucking, of something that doesn't have perspective. Whatever that creature may be.
I missed an opportunity yesterday because Kenny drove Jimmy and I home, and both of us got really car sick. Like, I was this close to puking, and I didn't have
hilarious, Anthony.
I got to see that one day. I want to see how you go.
He's fucking. The only person worse is my manager, Jonathan, who apparently has one like little fucking paper mache foot, and old Dudley Moore on the other side. Kenny does the same thing. Stop! Stop! Every time we stop, I do this. I do the jump
back and forth. Yeah.
You have to bounce back and then forward real fast.
That's what makes you sick.
He's the worst.
We were so sick yesterday on the way home.
I felt terrific.
Yeah, driving never feels sick.
Did he at least stay awake this time?
Yeah, he did. We both took naps when we got there.
That's always a pleasure when he actually decides.
Starts dozing?
Dude, it is the most horrifying thing ever. And then he still doesn't want to be a bother. There was one time driving home from Boston, I'm like, fucking get yourself to the side of the road. I'm driving.
Yeah, you're gonna kill us.
Think so? Will that be? Yes, Kenny. I saw you sleeping.
Oh,
you were this close to snoring.
Resting my eyes.
Well, GH, you're very gracious to invite me to your palatial.
What are you scared of?
Apartment. I told you.
You must have some weird sleeping
habit
or
got to be something he does when he's sleeping.
I walk in my sleep and I talk in my sleep, so I can't be responsible
for
what happens.
Maybe he has to have a nightcap on or something. Just some.
Or he wakes up screaming, "I want the black one on my ass."
Oh shit!
The big black one.
Goes without saying.
Yeah.
How fat is Reverend Run going to get? Jesus Christ! I just saw on the news. Oh boy.
What happened?
Yeah, he's not on TV, but
the Reverend Run's a big.
Oh yeah,
big
he's got
man.
that reality
black
show.
Darth Vader.
Yeah,
without the helmet. Hey, Donald Pleasance. Oh, it's Reverend Run.
And Jimmy did insist that I go to your apartment too.
I insisted.
Yeah,
you did
it's
too.
a fucking giant. I'm like, you can do this. You can shower there. There's extra bathrooms.
Yeah, I'm like, I got extra bathrooms. I'm like, you're not even going to wake me up. I won't even know you're there.
I was there.
Okay, Kenny. Maybe he was. I'll check the couch when I get home. Here's another newsreader fucking up. We got 3 to go here. Another weather guy.
Right now, in fact, let's go outside and take a look. Live look. Sun is starting to set across the area, and fucking beautiful condition. Although you might.
Fucking beautiful conditions. What are they thinking?
I don't know. And then you might remember this one. It's a quickie.
The season opener for the Chicago White Sox has been put on ice. Snow and high winds postponed.
Someone has White Cox.
White Cox.
Yep. And then we end with the ABC out of L.A. fight.
Yeah,
the anchor fight. This.
These two hate each other.
This is legendary.
Oh, the guy and the girl?
Yeah.
This is 15 years old, but it's just worth playing again.
First segment.
It's done that way all the time.
Okay, yeah, just a little setup. So obviously they're getting ready to go live to do the news. So, all the mics and cameras and everything are rolling.
Yep.
And here's their little chit-chat just before the show.
First segment.
It's done that way all the time.
It
That's
frequently
what I was
is.
told.
It frequently
Well,
is.
then we better
Do you
talk
hear me
about it.
complaining about it?
Then we better
Tonight
talk about
I'm
it.
complaining because tonight I said,
Then we better
hey,
talk about it because I think you've got a
agree.
problem. I think we've got a problem. All right? If that's what you think, then we'll talk about it after the show, and we'll talk about it with Roger Bell. Because I'm not going to sit here night after night and put up with this shit. Okay?
Night after night? Night after night?
Well,
let's,
it looks
how
to
much,
me like that's the way it's going to go,
I'll
Ann.
take the ante up a little higher than that, even. You're not only wrong, you're way out of line.
Let me tell you something.
You
kiddo.
started it, pal.
You want Harold Green, you might get him. And
It's fine with me. Fine
is
with
it really?
me. Good old
Oh.
Harold Green.
Okay. Okay. You want to start dealing with shit? Go ahead. That's what you want. You just might get it. You know, you go home and have a couple of shooters, and I don't know what the fuck happens, but when you come back, you're not the same lady.
That's not true.
Some nights it is, Ann.
When news happens, you see it happen on Channel 7. The #1 station for news and information in Southern California. Now, Paul Moyer, Ann Martin, Johnny Mountain Weather, and Todd Donahoe Sports. This is Eyewitness News Tonight.
3 men dead tonight in an execution-style murder in Los Angeles. Good evening, all. It's now the
Professionals right to the
just
end.
goes right into it after calling her a drunk, which is great. My favorite part of that now is the slamming of the papers. He's stacking his papers like, look, you're a drunk fucking bitch. He's just piling them up.
Is there a video of that?
I wish.
I don't know.
The thing that's great, she's getting her ass kicked in this argument so
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Because he goes, night after night, and all she goes is, night after night, huh?
Huh?
Like, she has no defense. She knows he's right.
And then it's like,
she's like, oh, fuck, they're on to me. I do some fucking drinking.
And when she goes, newscast. You have the shooters, and you come back, and I don't know what the fuck happens to you. She's like, that's not true. That's all she had. It wasn't like, you motherfucker, you're accusing me of drinking before I come on the job, you son of a bitch. She's just like, that's not true.
What's a shooter?
Oh, my God, that's so true.
What's a shooter?
A few shots.
It's shots?
Yeah, a few shots. Nice.
It's an old school expression for shots.
Yeah.
Shots, shooters, yeah.
Wow, that's like some hardcore shit. Instead of maybe sipping on something.
Yeah.
A couple shooters.
You do a few shooters.
Probably
The same lady.
But
he was about to get her in some shit.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, look, you want to take this upstairs?
You want to deal with that motherfucker?
Harold Green.
Don't deal with Harold Green.
Jordan from Scranton writes, you want Harold Green? You might get him, and he's going to rip your cunt. Jesus.
When he said you want Harold Green, you might get him. She probably wanted to go. I really don't.
No.
I prefer not to.
Let's keep Harold
not
out of
Harold
this.
Green.
But she had to, in the argument, go, good, get him.
Good, get him. Please don't get him.
That's like us hearing, well...
Right. She wanted no part of Harold Green.
Harold's a prick. He's an insufferable prick.
Harold would have fucked the alcoholism right out of her with a good firing. Beat it, drunkard.
That's like when they come to us and go... Well, if you want Mel Karmazin, you're going to get him.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
please,
well, bring it on.
No, anything
No,
but Mel. Please, no, please.
We'll talk to Mel. We don't
No,
want to.
no,
We'd rather not. Please don't ask us to.
I don't think we've seen him in...
Yeah, maybe we should kick that upstairs and see what they think up there.
No,
You know something? Do it. Please don't do it. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm drunk.
Do it, unless you don't want to. That's fine with me, too.
and I'd rather it be that way, quite honestly.
All right. We're going to break again. The phone's lit. God damn lit. Should go on with the whole... whatever. All right. We'll figure out what the phones are doing after the break.
That smells delicious. What type of yogurt is that? Is that vanilla?
It's cool. It's Dan and Light and Fit. Mind your business flavor.
Asshole.
Yeah, so we got the Kiss interview from WGAN.
I want to hear this because it just backs up everything everybody knows already, but that I've been saying, and the reason I can't stand when, especially Gene Simmons comes in. I know, Jimmy. Now I know you're friends with Gene, and I wouldn't want to drag you into this, but I'm just saying, me personally, I am not a fan of Gene Simmons.
I'm not a fan of Gene Simmons either, Jimmy. I'm Team Ace.
He just comes.
I do love Ace.
Because it looks like
is the shit.
Ace is the place.
Oh,
Ace is coming back in the 25th, I believe we have.
That was a little wordplay on
It was
my
very
part.
good.
It's
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. No, even Ace doesn't like Gene. He pretty much said it during the last...
Ace was on stage at the Viper Room.
Yeah.
And he was talking, because Tommy Thayer now, who's doing Ace's job,
Part?
has fucking like some like lightning bolts on his like new costume.
Oh shit!
And Ace is on stage, and he goes, Yeah, I saw the new Kiss costumes. Tommy Thayer's got lightning bolts going down his leg. Where the fuck did he get that idea from?
With that New York accent.
Yeah, why don't they do something original? Ace is just the shit.
He doesn't care. It's great.
He's coming back
great.
in. Yeah, he's coming back in.
He's
So.
fucking, and the way he has a weird way of playing. Like Anthony could probably describe it, but like usually you think of holding the guitar, the pick between your thumb and pointer finger,
Yeah.
and playing it. But Ace has this really weird long. His whole wrist bends
Oh,
into
really?
the
It's
guitar.
bent, so it's almost like, yeah, I've seen that.
He's such a weird style because he probably has really big fingers and a huge penis. That's
And
my
he
guess.
never looks like he's going to make it to the mic in time.
Dude, you got to watch him.
I love that part.
It's like that. We're back. Ace just kind of falls into it and lucks up.
Yeah.
It's the fucking
Hey,
the most.
there's a mic there in front of me again.
I want
What
to
a
just
stroke
run
of
up and
luck.
go, Ace, where are you going? You have a lyric coming up in 3 seconds.
How about when he's walking away from the mic when the lyric is coming up? He's walking away and then kind of comes back. Here it is.
Back.
It's like, whoa, shit. What's he doing?
Why are we getting emails from HR?
What? Puffin stuff.
What
I
the-
hate that guy. He's your friend when things get rough. No?
Yes. Yes.
I'm really going back on
All
that
right.
one.
So Kiss was
More.
on WGN, and we noticed this a while ago. That, like, something happened with Gene where Gene would be a cool interview. When we interviewed him at WNEW, it was a cool interview, but then he would kind of promote all the Kiss stuff. Now it's an all out, but now it's a lot worse. It's all out. It's just about promoting and you know the interviewer is sitting there like, well, you're not giving us anything. That's what these people are supposed to do. They come in here, you interview them, they give you something that's worth it for the radio show.
Give us a laugh, a fun story.
Right, and then we go, all right, what are you working on? And then you get the word out that way.
Something from the past.
Right. But not with Gene Simmons. No. This is how it went down on WGN.
Joining us now from Los Angeles, Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Tommy Thayer, and Eric Singer. Guys, good morning. It's good to see you.
Morning.
Hey, guys, am I wrong, or are there a couple of names that are different from the Kiss I remember?
Well, you know, it depends on how far back you go, but Eric's been playing with us off and on for 14 years, and Tommy's been with us about 7 years, so it's about as classic as I want to get, and we just we finished the international part of the Kiss Alive 35 World Tour, and we played to the biggest crowds, most successful tour we've ever done of stadiums, and now we're back on home turf. So here we are doing Kiss Alive 35, and we'll be hitting United Center on November 6th, and the tickets go on sale September 26th. So we wouldn't miss it for the world, and you shouldn't either.
That's the warm-up club.
There's the plug.
But you notice that there was a legitimate question that turned into a plug.
Did Paul say we're doing this September 6th and the tickets go on sale September 26th? Did Paul give the worst plug in history?
Did he say that? Yeah.
Can you? Is there possible to rewind just a bit of that clip? I could be wrong.
Joining us now.
A little forward through there.
That's good.
Come on.
I hope so. I don't know. Kiss has become a rock and roll infomercial. Very good.
Here we are doing Kiss Alive 35, and we'll be hitting United Center on November 6th, and the tickets go on sale September 26th.
November,
so
sorry.
We wouldn't miss it for the world, and you shouldn't either.
Yeah,
Okay.
my fault. I
Yeah,
just was hoping he fucked that.
So
Paul organically brings up some of the band's new projects.
Gene and Paul, you guys take time out for Rosh Hashanah and the holidays?
You know, every day to us is a day to be thankful for what you have. And, you know, Sonic Boom is coming out on October 6th. It is the first album we've done in 11 years, and it's a classic Kiss album with all the elements that people love. Plus, it's packaged with 15 re-records of Kiss classics and a DVD from Buenos Aires, the stadium show we did there.
My
so
God.
it's a Walmart exclusive, and they made it possible for us to give this to our fans at a price which is less than you would pay for a single CD. And they're also giving us these amazing Kiss corners where you can get incredible exclusive Kiss merchandise in each city. It's a pretty special time for us.
This is like
that was a Rosh Hashanah question. First of all, they hit him with the Jew question, which is kind of funny. It's like, you know, I don't think they like reminding people that they are of Hebrew descent. It doesn't fit their rock and roll image. Tell you the truth.
This is an infomercial.
Yeah. So
this
they're
is like
sitting there.
This is late night TV.
Oh.
You want more? Or
Please.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
We're yelling.
Gene Simmons finally pipes in.
Gene, we met Paul the other day when he came into our studios, and we asked him Did you think for all these years later you'd still be wearing the makeup? I mean, what do you think is the secret to the longevity of this band?
The secret is if you're going to dream, dream big. It's as simple as that. Reach for the sky. Go for it. And that's what KISS is about. A long time ago, we dreamt about putting together the band we never saw on stage. Guess what? We are going to be on stage. Chicago, November 6th. You want to see the best, the greatest? You're looking at them.
Wow. You know something?
It all leads to a plug.
It's fucking disgraceful.
It's brilliant on his part. He knows what he's doing.
It's disgraceful. Have a little bit of fucking restraint. Answer one question without tagging it with a fucking plug.
Tommy ends the interview with a quick and natural mention of their show in Chicago,
Quick and natural,
which
man.
Paul helps with.
Is there ever a point, though, where you go, I'm tired of putting this damn makeup on. I look like a buffoon.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud.
That ever come?
Oh, we always wear makeup. It's
so it's a regular thing. All right, never mind then. I solved that one.
But I wanted to add that at United Center on November 6th, we're bringing in the biggest and the baddest KISS show there's ever been. It's the biggest stage we've ever taken out. We have a video screen and pyro and everything that's way beyond anything we've done before. So,
you know, in a time where money is hard to come by, you know, you can buy a high-priced ticket and see some guy sitting on a stool on a rug, you know, and they call it an intimate show. Well, when you come see us, you know where your money is because it's blinding you and deafening you.
Right. No stools and no rugs, Larry.
Right.
You heard it here first. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. What was the date of that again? November 6th?
November 6th, United States.
See, they're even enough about November 6th.
God.
Enough about November 6th.
Shut the fuck up. That's what I have to say to KISS. Shut the fuck up.
I do not echo those sentiments at all.
Well, I know. Jimmy Norton.
My favorite Gene Simmons moment ever.
Mind that.
The banana moment was way up there.
Yeah.
But I have to go to Danny. When Danny was pretty much...
Oh. Yeah.
pretty much stopped in his tracks. Didn't he touch your arm to make you stop typing?
Yeah. Didn't even look at him. Didn't stop talking. See, Gene is talking about something very important.
Absolutely.
I don't know what it was. Kiss fucking
coffee
dildos,
or something. Yeah.
Kiss coffee. Yeah. Kiss fucking false eyelashes. Kiss shampoo.
I'd love those things.
And he's going, and he's going off. And now Danny, of course, the entire time is. Danny does research and pulls shit up during the entire show. So you'll hear, like, on the keyboard
Slightly, and, like, especially at the old studio, the mics picked up a lot, and he was sitting, like, right next to me. So I was even, I'm conscious to that. So I was kind of trying to type, lightly because I knew it was going to bleed over a little bit. And I guess that was even too much for Gene as he reached his hand kind of under my computer monitor, like a flat monitor on a stand, and just kind of touched my hand just as if to say just for a few minutes.
And picture the way he did it also was he was looking at me and Opie like back and forth as he's talking about his products and all of his KISS products. And he did not stop doing that. He didn't stop talking. He didn't stop looking directly at us. Didn't acknowledge Danny. Just moved his hand over and put his hand down on Danny's hand like, I'm talking, don't type.
Very softly.
Very softly? Yeah.
Yes.
His hands are soft from counting money all his life.
He has a problem with
Tie me a
noise.
sheep shank.
Yeah. You like to spit fire, don't you, Mr. Hooper?
Can we play the banana incident?
The banana incident?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
You do, Jimmy.
I don't.
That's a good one.
I'm just a generous guy.
That is a good one.
This is Jimmy, J-I-M-I, Gene Simmons, and a banana.
How was it? I gotta because roasting Gene was you think.
Can I take a bite?
Sure, you can have the whole thing. I'll actually share it with you if you want.
You just wanted to have a moment. For the rest of your
with
life.
it if you want. You stick it up your ass. I'll eat it afterwards.
It reminds me of when I was in, I think, 4th or 5th grade. Or no, 7th grade. This kid, Billy Archer, was he was like
Bill.
He was one of the tough guys around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
He never bothered me, but we were all kind of scared of him. He's like a burnout. And I remember one time, I might have even been 6th grade, where he asked for he's like, you got a nickel? And I gave him a dime. And I'm like, I waited a few seconds. I'm like, you don't have to pay me back.
Oh.
So I was hoping we'd bond over that.
Yeah. But you didn't.
I have to say not.
You don't bond with somebody who's shaking you down. It's pretty
Well,
much.
no, he actually was just asking me, like, you got a nickel?
Oh, he was?
Yeah. And I was like, but then I told me you didn't have to pay him back.
Yeah, you don't have to pay me back. Easy come, easy go.
Yes.
I had it and I went with it.
I had a dime. Billy had a dime.
If I had it and you needed it,
I gave it to you. We got Dave calling for the first time. Dave, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Dave.
Hey, what's up, Jimmy the Weasel?
Hi, David.
Anyway, I'm a first-time caller. I'm a brother, and can't tell already, and I really love the show. I've been listening for a couple of weeks now.
Oh, wait, Dave, you really love the show?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Yeah.
What do you like about the Opie and Anthony show? After what, 2 weeks? I guess you're saying.
Couple of weeks.
Couple weeks. What do you like about the Opie and Anthony show?
I love the honesty.
Oh, no, the poor fucking guy but he's new, Opie.
I know, he's one of 4 black listeners.
I know.
We've alienated a quarter of our black listeners.
He's a new listener. He doesn't understand.
A little slow today, though. He got the honesty part. He wasn't even supposed to get that part out.
He doesn't understand the, hey, what do you like about the show question.
Yeah.
I want to personally apologize to our newest and bestest. You asshole.
Newest and bestest. How about only?
Young Captain.
Breaking news.
Yes.
We got a new Guinness World Record, everybody.
Yes, we do.
Do we have our Guinness World Record breaking news?
Do we have a...
Of course you don't. That was just...
Why would we?
Making everyone panic. A towering Turk, Anthony, was officially crowned the world's tallest man Thursday after his Ukrainian rival dropped out of the running by refusing to be measured.
Why would you refuse to be measured?
Well, he tells you.
Oh, does he?
Yes, he does.
Really? Where?
The tallest guy, this towering Turk, was 8'1". Wow.
8'1"?
The tallest guy, though, his name is Leonard Stadnik, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He's from the Ukraine. Is actually 8 foot 5.5 inches. But Guinness said he was stripped because he declined to let anyone confirm his height. He refused to be independently measured because he was tired of being in the public eye.
Oh, well,
Jesus. He's like, he just wants to be away. He's sick and tired of it.
I just want to be a normal guy, just like I've always been. When I was growing up, just a normal kid, never measuring except at the doctor's office, but I did everything normal kids did.
How tall were you when you were in sixth grade?
Sixth grade? How old is that?
About 12.
About 12?
Yeah.
I was actually 7.5 feet tall. I went through a growth spurt.
How do you lead a normal life if you're 7'5" or what? What'd you say? 7'5"?
Well, I was a normal kid.
Normal kid anyway.
I kicked around the the soccer ball.
Yeah.
I would play with the other kids.
Yeah.
I would just have to duck. When we were inside houses having parties.
Did you
things
skateboard?
like that. Yeah, I skateboard.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. I had to take a surfboard and put wheels on it, but just like a normal kid, just an ordinary kid. I took Volkswagen axles and put them on surfboards. And I would skateboard with the normal kids. No one ever said anything. No one looked at me funny. Nothing. It was wonderful.
Do you have a normal-sized bed?
No, actually, I had to put 16 beds side by side and end to end just to even be comfortable. Because I had another growth spurt in my 16th year.
What happened then?
I reached the 8 foot mark.
8 foot?
On that,
wow.
yeah. I was 8 feet tall.
Wow.
At that mark, yeah.
What stopped you from growing?
Actually, I went to kill myself and accidentally shot my pituitary gland out of my head, finally. And my growth stopped.
Thank God, right?
I went to the prom, just like a normal kid, took a date with me.
How was that?
It was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
When we was nose to nose, her toes was in it. And when we were toes to toes, her nose was in it. If you know what I mean.
Jesus.
See,
I'm tall.
Is that his brother in the picture?
I think so.
I love that Guinness World Record
tall.
shit.
The end of the article is great because they talk about what his life is like.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I can't fit into a normal car. I can't go shopping like normal people. I have to have things made, and they're not always fashionable. Ceilings are low, and I have to bend through doorways. But I love this. He noted some advantages, too, including the ability to see people coming from far away. The other thing is, at home, they use my height to change the light bulbs and hang the curtains. Things like that.
Great. What a plus. How about looking over the top of bathroom stalls? That's a good one.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not one advantage to being that tall.
None advantage.
I can see my friends coming 2.1 seconds faster than people with normal lives can.
Meanwhile, he can't drive in a car.
Yes.
But that's a plus, you know.
And he can't hide if he sees people coming who he doesn't want to see.
No.
What, do you put a leaf on your head and just pretend you're an oak tree, you fucking monolith?
Are you trying to say he would be bad at hide and seek, Jimmy?
Terrible.
Why? Come on.
Unless he was in the fucking redwood forest, then he'd be fine.
Hope they don't find me.
Yeah.
Hiding here behind a bush.
He'd be bad at everything except fucking banging his head on the ceiling. He's bad at everything except going, ow. That he's great at. He's the fucking master of. Excuse me.
Putting dents in door jambs.
Oh, he's awful. You know how many things he's kicked over with those fucking giant 14-inch feet?
Lumbering feet and big fucking tall head.
I love how the big guys like this, how their fucking feet just buckle because the weight is too much.
The weight's too much. His ankles are a wreck. They're crushing. His ankles are crushed under the weight.
Eric's got the answer from Virginia Tech. What stopped him from growing? The ceiling.
Yeah, I can only grow as big as my tank that I'm in.
Yeah. And Janitor Pants trying to make up for yesterday. Opie, sex advice from Fox News for world's tallest man. Danny, there's a link if you want to at least check it out and see if there's anything to that. Let's go to Robert in North Carolina. Wow. Robert?
Hey, gentlemen.
Hey, Robert.
I've been listening since I had to pay for it on XM, and Jimmy's banana comment gave me the biggest douche chill I've ever had my entire fucking life. I actually, in my car, just went out loud, oh, no.
Sir.
No.
Sir,
I'm not lying.
Sir, why can't a sweet boy share a delicious fruit with one of his heroes?
Fruit, all right.
Is the tallest man still in studio? Tallest man still in studio?
Oh, what?
Because I think Larry King, a few Larry Kings are checking in.
Yeah.
Tallest man in studio? All right. Let's say hi to Larry King. He has a question for you. Larry!
Yes, tallest man, are you there?
Yeah, yes, Larry.
Do you play basketball? Do you enjoy the basketball?
Well, I started playing basketball in the 2nd grade with the high school students. And I was slam dunking by the 3rd grade. And then by the 4th grade, all I had to do was stand there and drop it down into the basket.
Over and over again.
Yes.
Would that be legal?
I was hitting my knees on the rim. See, I'm tall.
Sure is.
Get it?
Get it?
Love happens.
Oh, the Love Happens commercial.
What?
Look. See, he's so confused. Look at the love in their eyes, though.
She popped his gum. He was blowing a bubble, and she popped his gum.
Love Happens.
She popped his bubble gum.
Oh, they're just walking through Seattle laughing.
Didn't they make a movie like that in Seattle already?
Of course they did.
He was what?
Shit.
Yeah.
He was blowing a bubble, and she took her finger and blew the bubble out with her finger. She popped his bubble. That's love starting, folks. How great would it be if she popped his bubble with her finger and he unloaded with a right hook and fucking broke her eye socket?
Abuse happens.
Yeah, exactly. Or no, she's just standing there with fucking like a mumps wrap on her head and two missing teeth.
Mumps wrap.
Shit happens.
Old school. Jimmy went old school.
The big bow on top of her head. A mumps wrap.
Exactly, but it's got ice in it because he socked the upper left-hand side of her dome. He fucking back-knuckled her for popping his bubble.
We got advice for the tallest guy. He should start a gutter cleaning company.
See, you could do that.
There's a old
Greg
school
can't
picture.
play mumps. What was the mump? Why would they tie that around the kid's head? Boy, how fucking old is that? Mumps. He's got the mumps.
So old that.
Why would they tie the thing around your head? Like, I know your mumps would like make you get jowls. Like you'd be like, it was all the glands in your jaw and cheeks all blowing up in your neck.
It was probably to put ice there and hold the ice. How
It
else do
didn't
you
look
hold
like ice. It looked like they just had like a diaper tied around their head.
I don't even know.
Fucking
Maybe.
mumps.
It's an old wives' tale.
Maybe it hurt because it was hang down, so that kind of holds it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like works like jockey shorts.
Or maybe it just
for
looks
the
nice.
balls that are growing off your fucking jowls.
Let's say hi to Larry King. Larry.
Good morning.
Good morning, Larry.
A question for the world's tallest man.
Is he still here?
Oh,
yeah, he's still here.
Yes, Larry.
Do you keep kickables in your pocket?
Can't even see him. Squish them like ants, Larry. Larry. Nothing funny for that.
That was good.
No, it wasn't.
Larry King checking in. Larry.
I don't like doing skits with the listeners.
Of course, this is when you say yes, Larry.
Yeah.
Like you guys are on the same
Like,
fucking improv troupe.
Here we go. All
right, now I'll tag you and you freeze.
Yes.
Shut up.
Yes. Is it because you're so tall because your knee grows?
That old gag.
Because you're Negroes.
Because you're Negroes.
Fucking Larry. He's just crazy.
Maury's hair is a very comfortable color for a man of his age.
Oh, yeah.
We called him out on that.
Holy shit.
And then he toned it down for a while.
Yeah, but now I'm back.
It's like gentle suede walnut. Is that what it says on the box?
It really is more appropriate on a wood surface.
Yeah.
Like a nice shiny cabinet.
He should be washing his hair with fucking something that cleans wood. Cocksucker, I can't think of a wood cleaning product.
Murphy's Wood Soap?
Murphy's Earl.
It's Lemon Pledge?
Yeah, it's Lemon Pledge, exactly.
What's some of that other wood stuff we got?
As I started, I realized I have no wood products. handy.
Minwax?
Yeah, really.
Minwax.
Didn't give him a lot to work with there.
All right. Well,
Let's,
Pledge was the one.
Yeah, let's go to Larry King, Anthony. Larry. Hello, Larry.
Mr. King?
Larry.
Yeah, whatever Larry King is there, just say something.
Yeah, Larry.
Larry's hard of hearing.
Well, Larry wanted to ask you, tallest man, does the tallest man wear hefty bags as condoms?
If he didn't leave, I'm sure he would have said yes. Hefty bags as condoms.
Yeah.
Skits with the listeners.
It's fun. Come on.
We're improv.
Get into it a little bit.
No.
Please.
I hate it.
Get into it a little bit.
I hate
What's
it.
the Turk's name? Hold on.
The Turk's name? Yeah, you have to have a name and everything, Ant.
The Turk.
What is his name?
Sultan Qasim.
Yeah, that's your new name, Ant. Okay.
But if he's a Turk, he would sound different.
Satan Hossein.
I'm the Turk.
Anthony, Larry King's checking in. Wants to talk to the world's
You make that deal.
tallest man. Yeah.
If the old man dies, you make the deal.
Is he the Turk? No.
I didn't even get
You think too much of me, kid.
That would have been it.
Larry.
Mind if me and Michael speak Italian?
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Larry King.
Yeah. Could you explain why you're the biggest man in that village and there's all these bow-legged women walking around? Okay, hi, Scott.
That was Larry King?
Yes, it was.
You're going to... Hey, think of it this way. Think of the upside. You'll definitely hear yourself saying that again at some point once Travis gets done with Volume 2.
Yeah. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah. Congratulations. You made it.
That joke should have been dropped out of the Enola Gay. 300 infantry.
You made it.
Well, we're going to switch gears, Danny. What's this deposition thing about? Depositions are supposed to be very private.
They are. And this gentleman was being videotaped, and they had some odd questions for him. And this was found on the, I believe it was the Huffington Post this morning. I'll get more backstory as we listen to the clip so I can properly explain this.
Okay.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Could you please give us your name?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Is it true, sir, that you have what's been described as an egg-shaped penis?
What the fuck? What is that?
An egg-shaped...
An egg-shaped
How the
penis?
fuck? Keep fucking those chickens.
He's a disgraced money manager and former Clinton associate. This is a deposition earlier this month. He was there because he's facing a claim from a 15-year-old girl who says, among other things, that he promised to pay her $200 for a massage.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, his nickname was Old Omelet Shorts. That's right. With him, when he fucks, it's not rape, it's a poaching.
I hope you like yours runny.
That's right. That's what he says when he's about to come. I'm going to scramble your pussy. Fucking awful.
The girl was too young to realize that it was cum and not egg whites.
Yeah, it's just an egg white omelet. Here you go.
He pulls his dick out. He's got little bits of ham and fucking onion on it.
Easter's fun.
Yeah. Hey, fucking vinegar smelling balls.
How do you have an egg-shaped dick?
He puts it in a slipper and a kid grabs it. Get it? He hides it.
Get it? Yes, we get it. Let's continue.
Make like your dick and beat it.
Is it true, sir, that you have what's been described as an egg-shaped...
but it don't fall down?
Yes.
Sorry.
Is it true that your dick once sat on a wall?
Had a great fall.
Is it true that your dick stands up straight on the summer solstice?
Is it true, sir, that you have what's been described as an egg-shaped penis?
Form, vague, indefinite, and I'm going to give you the first warning, Mr. Coogan, that these types of questions are not only argumentative, but directed in a manner to embarrass Mr. Epstein. If you continue with this type of question, I will adjourn the deposition immediately.
Right.
Sir, according to the police department's probable cause affidavit, one witness described your penis as oval-shaped and claimed when erect it was thick towards the bottom but was thin and small towards the head portion and called...
Oh, that's fucking great.
Oh, what a fuck.
He's got a rocket penis.
Did the Egyptians build your penis and leave it in the desert?
He's got a rocket ship for a penis.
He does.
Jesus.
Oh, how embarrassing.
A big fat base and a little teensky head. Is your penis shaped like Kenneth Fetter?
It's soft egg-shaped penis, and then it gets hard, and it's a fucking drill.
Why don't we go to Tim in Georgia? Tim, you got something on this?
Yeah, I was just going to say that massage didn't go over easy.
Oh! What came first, the chicken or your penis?
That was actually one of the comments in the FARC thread.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's right.
I would not eat your penis and ham. I would not eat it, Sam I am.
When women suck your penis, do they always rub toast over it first? We'd like an answer, sir. These questions are guaranteed to embarrass my client, Chicken Little. There's no reason to ask this.
Would your penis look natural on a plate at Denny's? Did you give her the old grand slam?
Here's a great line. No credit because I don't have a name with this one. He wanted to bang her ass, so he turned her over easy. You want to hear that description?
Oh,
again?
God, more than I want anything.
Described your penis as oval-shaped and claimed when erect it was thick towards the bottom but was thin and small towards the head portion and called it egg-shaped. Those are not my words, I apologize. But as Mr. Critton has stated, that this is a...
Court is now adjourned.
I'm willing to continue.
I'm willing to continue.
Wow. That judge...
what the fuck?
I guess the judge was just like, court adjourned.
Yeah. Judge is getting a rod.
He didn't want to...
He wants to get down there and eat some eggs.
He wants to see what that looks like.
Who is old egg dick? I have to see him.
They're calling him old traffic cone cock.
That's hilarious. That's the guy?
That's what
Does
he
your
looks like?
penis look like a candy corn?
Holy shit.
Fucking his little teeny head. It's an egg-shaped penis.
Egg-shaped.
Of all the things, did Mork from Ork live in your penis?
Bruce.
Yeah, is it true that your head is shaped like Club Soda Kenny's head?
Your head. No, it's your penis is shaped like Club Soda Kenny's head.
I already said that.
Another one for the bombs.
Save that one, Travis.
And he repeated my joke, that fuck.
Yeah.
You did Club Soda Kenny's head?
Yes. I said Kenny.
Yeah. You said Ken. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, that busted.
Wow, that's fucking funny, man.
You can't.
You
can't do anything sexually illegal if you have an odd penis.
No,
you really can't, because you don't want to be identified by your weird penis, your weirdo penis. Like fucking Michael Jackson had goddamn leopard
spots
penis
on it, right?
This guy's got fucking Vostok rocket.
What did he say? It's thick at the bottom and gets smaller
Thin
toward
and
the
small.
head area region.
He's a big fat dick at the base.
Let's go to Mike.
Attaboy.
What a great find by Danny. Mike, what do you got, buddy?
Yeah, I heard this guy would pre-ejaculate when he got very egg-excited.
All right, at least he laughed funnily.
Yeah, he went for the very good. Fuck. Oh. Damn, that's funny, man.
Egg penis, and then pointy penis when it got hard. I must have freaked the girl out. She wasn't very experienced.
Oh, this guy wants to know. Sean in North Carolina. Sean.
Yes, sir. Is it true that your penis wobbles, but it won't fall down?
That's what I said.
Do you have a penis shaped like a punching bag?
I never hear these
no
things.
one hears nobody.
Did Rocky drink your penis for protein?
All right. That's good.
Yes. That is a good one.
Did we do enough time so we go to break?
We did.
We did?
Yeah.
All right.
I would say so.
You want to hear the manhole thing one more time?
Dynamite show.
I want to hear the manhole thing one more
Yeah, that was a good one.
Kind of a little concept.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Channel for Sirius XM. The channel would be called Manhole, and it'd be a lot of broads talking very edgy.
What's with these lights? Like I have a brain tumor?
I
Did they just blink?
Yeah, it is.
What? Are they getting dim and red? Do you smell burning hair?
Is that what happens when someone's having a stroke?
I think so. That's what you always hear on.
You smell burning hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine the lights go out in your house and you burn your hair and just think you're having a stroke and go to the hospital. That would be weird.
Sure would be. Especially if they were all happening at the same time.
Yeah.
You were too busy
rubbing
lotion on your egg dick.
Trying to make it pointy.
Eggy wax.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do the manhole promo. This is what the channel would sound like if they took our idea.
Today on the Manhole, extreme guy talk done by women. Catch Rita and Janice in the Labia Lounge.
All right, look who's coming into the studio. It's Cherry and Melissa, the lesbian exhibitionist.
Hi, girls. Ooh, Cherry, what is that you brought with you?
This is my favorite vibrator, the Rabbit. Oh, my God. Is that the one Samantha has in Sex in the City?
It so is.
I heard they're making another movie.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to see Carrie's shoes.
I can't wait to see what the Samantha says next.
I wonder what's going to happen.
Wasn't Miranda's boyfriend so cute in the last movie?
Oh, my God.
Those bitches sure can babble. Catch Rita and Janice today in the Labia Lounge, 3 p.m. Eastern on the Manhole. All whole, all the time.
Going to be checking out the football games this weekend, Ant?
Football season started?
How about you take a little break from the Yankees? There's some good games on this weekend.
Why would I take a break from the Yankees?
Well, you got the Pats and the Jets going at it. Come on.
I might peek in on the Pats and Jets.
That's got to be a good look, no?
But, no, I'm pretty much sticking to just watching the Yankees. 10 games, magic number, 10. And Boston lost last night, which was good. Yankees had the night off. They're playing tonight, though. And
the magic number's 10.
10.
Well, that's dumb.
Why?
Because obviously they're going to do it at this point. But
well, no, I've
more
seen teams fuck up, believe me.
Right.
And we've seen the Yankees fuck up.
Well, they're comparing them to the 1998 Yankees
they
now.
They certainly are.
I don't know this, and hopefully you do.
Yes.
Do the Yankees have a chance of having the best record ever for the organization?
For the Yankee organization?
Yes.
I believe they might.
How many wins they got? Like 92?
I'm not sure. No, they got more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
They're gonna have 100 wins this year.
Yeah. What are the stats?
I think the 98 Yankees.
I think you got to go to stats on the Yankees.
98 Yankees. Didn't they do about 100?
They had 114.
What?
Yeah.
It says nowhere near 98 Yankees. See, the thing is, they had this season. The Yankees had a shaky start, which is the problem. They remember the beginning of the season? Ugh.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
Weren't they right around 500 or something?
But then they stepped it up, and now.
Wait, the Yankees won 114 games?
Yeah, they're really, really.
And the Yankees got what, 94 wins now? 52 losses, did I see?
53.
53.
So,
do some math.
So if they did
no, they can't do it.
No.
6 and another 9, 15 they could
games.
do, right?
So they lost 48 in 98.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
But, like I said, they had a bad beginning of the season, so that fucked them. for a record, but I mean, shit, they have been really amazing.
Margaret Cho just walked by the studio.
Is that it? Really? Wow. BFD. Big fucking dyke?
Was it her?
Of course not.
Oh,
I thought it was really.
Just someone that might have looked like her. just such a dick. And Jimmy's Cowboys playing the Giants this weekend. Did the Cowboys win their first game? I don't even know.
They did, yes.
Do they look good? They got a shot this year, Jimmy?
In the replay, I've not paid attention.
No.
Nah. I mean, I'm not paying attention to sports.
Even football now? What happened with football?
Jimmy's a busy man now.
I just got bored with the sports because every athlete we've interviewed has been a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
None of them are funny. They all sit there with an attitude. I'm just fucking sick of all of them. Or almost all of them.
Almost. Yeah.
UFC guys I love. That's why I love
That'll
the sport.
change if they get popular.
Liddell's already popular, man. Rampage.
That's
They're
true.
just a different vibe because
Aren't they doing UFC 103 this
they're
weekend?
different
in
guys.
Dallas.
Just they're not like
In Dallas? Why
because
are we
Dana's
going?
Dana, so it all rolls
Animals.
downhill.
Right.
they're animals. They're not fucking like that jock mentality. They have a killer mentality.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, it's different.
As far as movies go this weekend,
Don't have to tell me.
Love Happens. 20% on RottenTomatoes.com.
20%.
that
I'm
is
outraged.
a bust.
I'm so outraged.
Why don't we get anybody from that movie on our show? We haven't had a guest on the show in like 3 weeks, I think.
Good.
I like Steve Leeds and I like Liam
Okay.
very much.
That's good.
All right. What's happening with our guests?
I don't know. Maybe the other two people that work in the department have something to do. I don't know. Honestly, not sure.
Oh, well, the gossip is just
I just don't know.
boiling over here on the Ovid show.
Speaking of gossip.
Oh, well, I wonder what that means, Jim. I know what it means for me. A big dick in my ass tonight.
And that will be gossip. That'll be the truth.
Yeah.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. What the fuck is this movie about?
A 3D cartoon.
Is it really?
Yeah, about I think it starts raining like food. There's some kind of thing where it rains food.
91% on RottenTomatoes.com.
91?
Who are the voices in this one?
I don't know. Usual suspects.
Yeah.
Is it? Who knows?
All
I don't
right.
know.
And then The Informant. That's the Joel McHale movie. He's in that?
He's in that one.
66% positive reviews. And what do you know on The Informant?
Well, I know it's who the fuck is in there? Who's the star of that one?
That would be
Matt Damon.
Who?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon's
Joel
in that McHale, and the dude from Hangover with the tiny penis that me and Jimmy met in the hallways here at SiriusXM.
Ken Young? Or
Very
Ken
cool
Jeong?
guy, and it turns out he's a fan of the show. Wait, why isn't he on our
Yeah,
show?
why isn't he on then?
He's got to be doing press
Got a
in New
movie
York.
coming out. Apparently, the trailer looks kind of funny.
I don't know.
Matt Damon's an informant, and he's really kind of bad at it, but it looks funny. I really made it sound good.
Look, we kind of need some help around here. We can't do everything. Could the company help us out just a little bit?
You gotta help me.
Could you help me? Did you ever hear the elevator prank call?
No.
Colin Kane, young comedian, tweeted it last night, and I don't remember hearing it.
What is it?
A fucking guy's pissed off. His elevator is fucked up, and he's calling the company and just goes off. It sounds so much like it's a Jerky Boys call, but
Jerky
it's
Boys?
not.
Like old school.
I think it was
Jerky
on.
Boys.
I think it was on E-Bomb.
E-Bomb.
Little E-Bomb.
E-Bomb.
And Jennifer's Body, Anthony. Do you know anything on this one? 37% positive reviews.
No. You
Yeah,
know?
okay, that's good.
Have
That means-
It's Megan Fox. She's like some evil vampire.
Oh, right. Okay. I did see the trailer for
Does
that.
she show her snatch?
I just lost it.
A lot of skin, though.
I had no idea what it was
what
about.
What kind of skin? What kind of skin?
Rawr.
And Michael Jackson's mom is getting $86,000 a month to care for the kids. Holy shit.
What could,
Does that
no,
bother
whatever.
you?
No, you know something? Whatever.
Well, someone has to watch
Go
the
ahead.
kids.
Watch the kids.
86 G's a month.
That's some nice.
You know what,
cash.
though?
I'll watch him for 10.
That
It
guy,
ain't- yeah.
that guy was worth so much money dead to that family.
Yep. Yeah, they are kind of despicable.
And then you got Curb Your Enthusiasm with the whole Seinfeld thing starting up Sunday. Let's not forget.
DVR that.
I'm DVRing the shit out of that.
Yeah, yo.
Can you actually DVR the shit out of something?
Yeah.
You can, right?
Done it.
And finally, Jimmy brought it to our attention. Music industry. This drove Jimmy nuts during the break. Music industry wants royalty fees for the 30-second previews of songs that we all get on iTunes.
Why? That's what makes you buy the song sometimes.
That's very out of touch to do that.
That's crazy.
Because that's how you get turned on to stuff, and then you buy the.
What are you just going to use that? Are they afraid you're just going to somehow have those on your iPod
and have a real quick dance party?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do
Club
they
opens at 8, closes at 8 and 30 seconds. Bow, bow, chicka, bow. Get home safe.
Can anyone explain why they need that money? Why that's important? It doesn't make sense.
I don't know. There's supposedly some big hat shortage in the music industry, and they figure that they need extra royalties.
You know, Ellen DeGeneres is getting sued for all the music she's used on her show.
Well, yeah, her show.
She was using it a lot. And I heard that they wanted money, and they said, we don't roll like that, like to get them set. That was, I honestly got.
Someone actually said, we don't roll like that.
That was the response from Ellen's show about getting, like, permission or some shit.
Ugh.
And,
but can we just break it down? If Ellen DeGeneres is playing some song that's new, or maybe a song you haven't heard in a while, that audience that watches her show is being turned on to that music and now going and buying those tunes, right?
It's like a commercial.
It's great exposure for the artists and the record companies. I don't get that. I don't understand that.
Well, they're executive guy types. They don't really look at the big picture.
What's going to end up happening is she's going to use music that no one knows or something, and that's going to be the trend. And so then the music industry fucks themselves over.
GarageBand loops. Just do that. You just dance to those.
Some indie rockers. Well, that's just crazy, but this world is absolutely nuts at this point.
Oh, it's money hungry.
By the way, as we're talking, Maury has his collar up, and he's talking to the ugliest couple in America with walnut-colored hair. Can we I want to hear the trailer for fucking Love Happens, because they were showing a fucking trailer for it.
a trailer for it. Oh, boy.
And it just looked abysmal.
Yeah, find the trailer, because it is a typical chick flick, one of these horrid, lovey movies that are all the same. They're all the same.
Wait, are we getting the elevator prank call too?
And the guy, love happens.
Love. Sometimes when you're least expecting it.
Yep, that's it.
Love
exactly.
happens.
Love happens.
What happened to the elevator thing?
He's a... Blah, 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 blah. She's a... Blah, 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 blah. In the end, love happens.
What's about your computer, Dan?
All right, what the... Dan from Ohio, leave Ellen alone. Best comedian ever. Why can't you guys get her on your show? We haven't trashed Ellen.
No, I actually think Ellen's very funny. Take it easy, Dan. The fucking
leave Ellen alone.
Silly goose. She is funny.
Best comedian ever?
No,
I think not.
No. Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Yakov Smirnoff. Wow, we were in the same place at the same time, right there, my friend.
Yep.
Billy Batts.
Billy Batts.
Can't find it. He's funny with the Billy Batts with the book.
Paul Bond.
The Men book.
Oh yeah.
Right. Talking to myself. Good.
We were bringing up Billy Batts.
I saw Paul Bond in fucking Wildwood.
Just fucking around, dude. It's all fucking good.
Excuse me.
You saw Paul Bond?
Oh, okay. Getting back to the music thing. Ope, you're right on. The Final Sopranos, well, he wrote it this weird, so let me figure this out. The Final Sopranos, sent Journey sales through the roof with Don't Stop Believing in the final scene.
Remember that?
No one was fucking buying that song for years.
Sales
except
went
maybe really,
crazy.
really hardcore Journey fans, whatever. Mm-hmm. And the sales went nuts because of the exposure on a hit show.
Exactly.
So how dare fucking these record companies sue the Ellen DeGeneres show and whatnot? It's bullshit.
How dare they?
How dare? Why?
How dare you, sir?
Oh, Harrison Ford yelling at the president.
Yelling at the president. How dare you, sir?
That reminds me of the movie I'm writing.
Oh, what is that?
It's this thing where it's about a bowling alley where all the bowling balls got bombs in them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's called Bombs Alley.
Yeah, I bet it is.
And they got it.
Jesus. Dan from Ohio wrote back while you enjoy that bomb. Dan writes sarcasm. Sorry, I think she sucks. So Dan was never a fan.
Dan fooled us.
You know we do winky eye when someone's being a real fucking asshole, but then the winky eye's like, look, I'm on your side. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah.
We need a new one for sarcasm on instant feedback and what you're looking at.
I say an S followed by an ARC and then a dash asm.
Yeah, that might work. That's subtle. Oh, Dan's computer is just being the bitch,
Dude,
isn't it?
how come you love this computer so much when it's always crashing?
It
Love
is.
happens.
Bump, bump, bump. We got? Is this the elevator prank?
I want to hear it buffer.
No, this is
buffering.
This is the trailer for Love Happens.
Without further ado, Burke Ryan.
I'm feeling okay. How are you?
Motivational speaker.
This is your moment. TV, radio, publishing. Like Learjets? You know that's not why I wrote it. You do know that you're helping people.
What's
So tell me, what motivated the book?
My wife died 3 years ago. Never intended for anyone to actually read it.
The only thing separating you and
Pause
me
that,
is
Dan.
in your head.
No, the great line would have been, what did she die of? She was fucked to death by a bull mastiff. Oh, freak accident. She was in a rush and she got her vag lips caught in the elevator door.
How did your wife die? Linger longer.
Oh, my wife, what a buzzkill. She's just trying to
I know.
take his picture.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston is the photographer, and she's taking pictures. She's a very successful motivational speaker. He's writing books, self-help things, and she's now doing a photo shoot with him. And they start talking to each other. And, I wonder what's going to happen.
And then
I think love.
But then she goes, what happened to your wife? He goes, well, she died mysteriously right after I took out that big policy on her. I was out with no alibi, and some men broke in and shot her and stole nothing. It's amazing. I had defensive wounds on my face and hands from a squirrel in the park who attacked me.
Coincidentally, that day, yes.
Yes, love happens.
Let's see what happens when love happens.
When two people with engorged genitals meet on a roof, love happens. One with a tranny neck, love happens. One with a cleft chin and one with a tranny neck.
The blood is a-flowing. Let's hit this.
Oh, sorry.
Bumped into each other.
Would you like to have a cup of coffee?
I have never been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
It's really good for the carpool lane.
Pause that, please.
Get it? I like that one.
That's great.
Good gravy.
That's terrific.
Yeah, that was good.
That's terrific. I was only joking.
Yeah.
I have a funny idea. Can you rewind that?
He's clever. He's so clever.
Just that one line. Let's see if we have a line too, like right there.
All right.
Oh no.
Been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
It's really good.
Well, I've never been on a date with a cunt who notices everything.
All right, let me try one.
Please go.
Have a cup of coffee?
I have never been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
Why don't you keep fucking that chicken?
Okay. Wait, no, there's another one, I think.
I have never been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
My wife is dead, you pig!
Let's see. I think I might have one.
I have never been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
I can smell your cunt.
Rewind that a little bit.
Cup of coffee?
I have never been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
Well, have you ever been raped with a tree branch like in The Evil Dead?
Maybe, I don't know.
Cup of coffee?
I have never been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
It reminds me of my wife. She used to lay on my boat, and she had a flat ass. She died of botulism.
Let me see.
She got salmonella from sucking on a penis shaped like an egg.
I have never been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
Watch what comes out of the hole in the crotch later in the night. He just shoves his dick.
Dave M. from Hartford writes, I've never felt like fucking Brad Pitt's sloppy seconds.
I have never been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
That's interesting. You ever fuck a guy with herpes?
Eric from Virginia Tech. Well, have you been dumped by someone for Angelina Jolie? And then awful me. Have you ever been fisted with a boxing glove? It's just, why? Why? Why?
We should hear the rest of it.
Yeah, maybe we should
let's see what
continue.
I have never been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
Well, as long as you haven't been on a date with a...
Jimmy from Staten Island. Jimmy!
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
J-I-M-I.
It's very ironic that she makes all these romance movies, but yet she gets shit on in every relationship.
Yeah, because in real life, she can't keep a guy more than a couple weeks.
I know, she's dating Jake LaMotta now.
Our theory is that her box smells really bad.
Yeah, it's got to be it.
Yeah, fish cut, big time, big time.
Yeah, very good. Man.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, my God.
I have never been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
It's not a cutout. It's my twin brother. He has AIDS.
Oh, Jesus. All right, we're going to try this with the listener. Charlie.
Oh, boy.
Charlie, we're going to... Hold on. All right, I know. Charlie, listen.
Charlie's laughing.
Hopefully you can hear when you have to jump in, okay? We're going to try this. We're going to try this one time with Charlie. All right, Charlie.
I have never been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
I also own a chalk outline of my dead wife.
Bravo, you motherfucker. That's a good one.
His comeback is awful, too.
Oh, God. Carpool lane. How hard that is to have another person in there. Shut
Of
up.
all the jokes they could have made, right? There had to be a few they said no to that were better.
All right, let's let it play and see what really happens. We'll let it keep going.
Yeah.
I have never been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
How about college students' heads in his window? Who was that?
I don't know.
What serial killer did
Edmund
that?
Kemper? No.
No, I think it was... Sorry. We should have just let it play.
That's all right.
Bounce,
Shit.
bounce.
You gotta fucking
I
warn me.
tried.
You got to help me.
I started my bounce thing way over
Trying
there.
to catch it in the reflection.
Bounce.
No, it's gone.
A heavy bounce. Snap
What's
right
Sam
back,
doing?
though. I'm Sam.
I just want to look at your boobies bounce.
All right, are we going to continue?
All right,
I just want to hear the rest of it.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good for the carpool lane. How long you been at this?
Oh, I finally got up the guts a couple years ago to open my own shop.
May I just point out, now you're dating some guy who's not even going to be in town for 72 hours?
I like him.
You ask me what.
I'm trying to wrap my head
You know, it'd be
around
great
what you're
when she said,
thinking.
when he goes, "How long you been at this?" Oh, and then you realize that her job is to give colonics, and she's a big tube in his ass, and you can see fucking hunks of meat and feta cheese going through it, and leafy vegetables.
Jesus.
Fuck, man.
Jesus H. Christ.
God damn.
All right.
Thing is,
It's a long story.
yeah, but isn't that your whole thing? Talking about it?
Thank you for the drink.
Yeah. Thanks.
Wait a minute. Wait. I
Yeah.
see what's he just can't pull the switch.
No.
Still thinking about the ex. That's
The
right.
wife, the this. He's a self-help guy, but he can't help himself. Do you understand
But
how
she is going to help him.
Yes, they're gonna they're gonna help each other.
And then they're going to be playing climbing up on Salisbury Hill, and the credits going to roll.
Yeah.
He misses his wife. She had a big fat vag, and that's his fetish. And he always looks at Camel Toe, and he thinks of her every time. Sees Keith Hernandez because he had a first baseman's mitt, like his wife's fucking big meat vag.
Dead wife's
Yeah,
huge meaty vag.
yeah.
Oh shit,
It's true. How did your wife die? She was a contractor. She was beheaded in Iraq. How funny. It was some completely awful reason.
Horribly awful.
They just throw it in there.
She drove the wrong way down the Taconic.
Yeah. She was depressed. She threw herself through the window like John Locke. Some fucking horrible death.
It'd be really funny.
Wasn't peaceful.
You tend to fall for these guys with expiration dates right on their forehead. Am I being too harsh?
Yes.
The friend.
You gotta stop lying, son.
Oh.
You have to give yourself permission to start living your life again. You're right.
Next scene.
Now he's running to her. He knows now.
He's running through the woods, and he goes to his wife's grave, and he just pisses on it. He says, adios, bitch.
I'm finally over this.
And then he graffitis racial epithets on her fucking headstone and kicks it over.
Holy shit.
He's running through the woods because she's in a shallow grave. He didn't say he killed her.
He just said she's dead.
He kept that part quiet.
Yeah.
He's going to see if the heat's on.
He has her posed sexually in the woods. Fucking nailed with a railroad spike through her mouth to the fucking tree. Just jerks off on her shoes and yells at her. She scolded him.
So now he's running, right?
Yeah, he's running because
I bet
he
you.
finally gave himself permission.
But there's
to
going
live
to be
his
a
life.
twist. I bet you he doesn't get there in time, Anthony.
The hell, what?
She's already gone on the train or wherever the fuck
she's doing
going
something,
to.
you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe she had to
Having
move to
sex
another
with
city.
5 black men in a fucking college dorm room.
Yeah. He knocks on her apartment door to find that scene.
Or he peeks in the colonic place window and he sees her fucking like with the hose in one guy's ass and the other end of her mouth.
Just spraying liquid shit all over her body.
He thinks, wow, she takes this recycling business too seriously.
All right, he's running. We need to know what happens because the trailers now give away the whole movie.
Yeah. So
All
he's
right,
running.
I didn't go to her funeral.
So everything in your book.
I couldn't do any of it at all.
Can I say something with the acknowledgement that my life is an experiment in really bad
He
decisions?
didn't go to her funeral because he was in jail for killing her.
Exactly.
He killed her in a drunk driving wreck. I was in the hospital having my stitches.
He beat her with their child.
Yeah, by the feet like Caligula at the end.
Yes. Yeah. You know, it's you could see he didn't go to the funeral. He's he's afraid. He's a coward, but he has all this self-help stuff that he gives other people, but he can't even take his own advice.
Maybe he had a fit of the giggles where he did ecstasy with some 19-year-old the night before and he fucking had a Lee press-on nail on his asshole and he went to the hospital.
Jesus, Jimmy. Fuck. Maybe. I think that might be close to what happens. Let's play the
shoveling
rest of
dirt on his dearly beloved. He was having his fucking asshole, a multicolored nail tweezered out of it by a disgusted surgeon. Disgusted. That's kind of like disgusted, but it's not. I'm disgusted.
The Onion in Madison, Wisconsin. I bet there's going to be a passionate kiss in the rain coming up.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, yeah. Something's going to happen.
All the cliches in this movie.
Oh, let's see what happens. He's
all right. All right.
Bad decisions.
Secrets.
You're really messed up.
They're in the woods. Everyone's toasting. They're in a car.
A montage of them learning to know
He's
each
hugging
other.
Martin Sheen.
Yeah.
You do that for me?
Yes, she would. Marty.
Martin Sheen cuts him up with a machete.
Throws his head in somebody's lap. Saigon. Shit.
Sometimes when you least expect.
It's fun not knowing, isn't it?
Swords show up. Yeah. Fucking Martin Sheen breaks into their house and gets drunk and punches the mirror.
Starts crying on the floor, bleeding.
Yeah. You gonna close the door, buddy, or what? He's naked.
Oh, fuck, man.
Wow.
That looks bad.
That looks fucking...
It looks good the way we had it.
Certainly. The way we had it is fine.
Yes.
Dude, we should rework that trailer.
Of course we
Put
should.
it up on YouTube.
Oh, fuck.
I want to see
We'll
that.
do the voiceover with maybe some like fucking serial killer music or something.
I only want to see that.
I think we should start doing bits again, Ann. I'm really starting to think.
Yeah, maybe.
That might be the way to go with
Think about it.
with the show. Let's at least think about it.
That is every bad fucking love movie.
Terrible.
It's every single one of them. There's no original thinking when it comes to these stupid chick flicks. And these broads go see these things in droves. You watch, this movie will do great because all the fucking bitches will drag their castrated fucking husbands and boyfriends to it.
20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, well, they know. It's rotten. But the bitches don't know. I'd rather see the fucking story with the 4 women dying in the shuttle in the O-rings.
Oh, the fucking
I like
Sex
that
in
movie.
the City.
I like Jimmy's Sex in the City.
The O-rings.
They all die in the shuttle, and then it's a big, long NASA investigation into the O-rings.
Yeah, half the movie is blueprints and fucking physics.
And it's only 2 people talking about it the whole time in a closed room
In a very
with nothing on the
boring-looking
walls.
room.
Yes. It's a white room.
Just a white room.
With white coats. One is a man of Asian, the other is of Greek heritage.
And you don't understand anything they're saying because it's all very technical.
Yeah, there's only one mic in the room. The boom shadows on everybody's face. It's a total disaster.
I see that, though.
You know who walked by the studio just now?
Who?
Margaret Cho?
Can I guess? I'm not looking that way.
No, the guy, very inside.
Fran Tarkenton.
Go, Fran.
Very inside, but a lot of radio guys work here. The guy that was supposed to be Dave Douglas just walked by.
Really? Why? What do you
He was
mean?
supposed to be our PD and passed on the gig, leaving us with Dave Dickless. And he now works here at Sirius XM.
Oh.
Do you remember him? And he liked us, too,
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the time. This goes way back.
Yeah.
I think his name was Greg Steele or something like that.
That's him?
Well, that shut down the show. Let's do line of the day.
Oh, it was good. Actually, it got me where I was able to start breathing again.
I know.
Holy shit.
Love
You start
happens.
laughing like that, man.
I just love the fact that she works at a colonic place.
Colon. Where she starts fucking using the customers like she's siphoning a gas tank. That image was a bit much.
in her mouth.
And she also reaches around and jerks them off.
Yeah. Every towel has CT on it for cum towel.
Jesus.
Shit.
Yeah, they wonder why they're getting their colonics on their hands and knees. She's milking their balls. Oh.
Well, let's do line of the day.
Alrighty.
And I finally got the angry elevator call in front of me. You want to hear it first? Before line of the day?
Well, once we do line of the day, I am pre-programmed to
All
fucking
right, let's
pack
do that.
my
'Cause
shit
we have
and
a lot
leave.
we got a lot of runner-up lines of the day. Colin Kane from ColinKane.com. Colin Kane on, I think, Twitter as well.
Colonics.
I can't get that image of her just sucking fucking feta cheese and fucking lima beans.
But then she takes the fucking end of the colonic hose and swings it over her head like a lasso and just sprays the room with his insides. And he's looking at us through the window like, why do I like this girl? She's a piece of shit.
I guess I could look past that. That one thing that she does.
Yeah.
All over the wall.
And then the next scene is
like a border.
They're out to dinner, and she has like little flecks of things and a piece of cheese in her hair.
He picks it out and looks at it, and she gently and gingerly grabs it and puts it in her mouth.
Sometimes when you're picking pieces of a man's insides out of your date's hair, love happens.
Oh, shit. God damn. I'm absolutely crying here.
His wife is dead, and she can't find a man because she queefs every time she takes a step.
Embarrassing to go anywhere with her.
They always look for moving sidewalks.
think I have a lot of dates at the airport.
Yeah. What's wrong with you? Well, I. She wears like a little Walkman, a little iPod around her waist, to play music, and
Cranks up really loud.
Yeah, she just
tries to walk in time with the music so people think it's the drums.
Yeah, exactly. She has Megadeth coming out of her box.
She's running. Love happens.
Love happens.
Love happens.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good movie now.
All right.
All right. Let's
this
continue onward.
Yeah, this is Colin Kane tweeted this last night. I thought it was worth a little listen on our show today, so let's check it out. An elevator prank call. It might be something a lot of people have heard before. I'd never heard this before. Sounds very jerky boyish, but it's real.
Yeah, huh?
What up,
Thanks for holding. This is Mike with the Scrub Elevator.
Mike,
How may I help you?
listen, just get me the fucking elevator fixed. That slut that was on the phone earlier.
He goes, the slut that was on the phone earlier.
I don't know.
I don't know if this is going to get someone to fix your elevator.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what the fuck it is that brings back. I mean, when you were a kid, and I'm talking a little fucking kid, this shit was hysterical.
Of course.
Fucking calling people up and just cursing.
Of course.
And making
But it's not
prank phone
I don't think
calls.
it's a prank call.
No, well, oh, you think it's?
I think it's real.
I don't know. I think the guy is fucking
You
like
think?
pranking. Yeah.
But the great part right there would be, and that slut that was on the phone, and the next thing she walks in and you hear love happens. He's fat with his stomach sticking out. He has fucking piss stains in the front of his pants. She has a goiter on her neck the size of a fucking small softball. And they fall in love by the broken elevator.
Wouldn't a small softball be a baseball? I just want to not to take away from the humor.
you're right.
I like accurate humor.
Holy shit.
Very
There's
good,
just something
Jimmy.
about like someone saying fuck to someone on the phone that is really funny.
Wow. So you think? Ooh, all right. I thought this was not a prank call.
I don't know. Yeah,
If
I
it's a
haven't heard
prank call,
enough,
it's
but
good too.
I think it's
Yeah.
Who would talk like this for real?
Fucking elevator fixed. That slut that was on the phone earlier. 16 Harbor Lock Road, Utica, New York, now.
Okay, I'm sorry. What
I'm
was
so
the address?
fucking sick of this piece of shit I have to deal with you people. It's the worst elevator in the world. I'm going to throw it out and come and ram it up your fucking noses. Get him here now.
What's the address?
What the fuck am I stupid? 16. Utica, New York.
Okay, we got you. Utica Historic Erie Canal.
Yeah, right here. I paid
16.
you all that money for this fucking just fix it.
Utica, New York.
Yeah, right now I gotta get it fixed.
Okay, what is your first and last name?
My name is Dave Morgan, and I'm the owner. And I should come there and punch you all in the fucking face on this fucking shit you sell me.
Okay, what is your
every fucking day?
What is your phone number with the area code first?
Or 266 area code. Where the fuck are you?
We're in Dallas.
Dallas, go stick it up your ass, you fucking assholes. 29. You're the worst company in the world. If the motherfuckers aren't here in 5 fucking minutes, I'm going to punch the guy in the face when he comes here.
Okay, so that's 315. Which elevator? Only one?
What?
Which elevator?
The only fucking one in the building, you dumb fuck.
Okay, it's not working. Is there anybody inside it?
Yeah,
Okay, there's somebody stuck inside it?
in the elevator.
There's a passenger inside of there?
Yeah, no, there's a fucking Martian in there. You fuck.
Is the passenger
This
okay?
is New York City. This is New York. You know, you motherfuckers think I'm a dum-dum. That cocksucker better be here now. Now.
Is there somebody stuck in your elevator?
I'm so fucking mad. It's the worst piece of equipment. You ought to take a gun and you ought to blow your brains out for manufacturing this piece of shit that you manufacture.
Is there somebody stuck in the elevator?
What am I, stupid? Did you not hear me, you imbecile? Get the fucking guy here now.
So there is somebody in the
Do you
elevator?
understand?
Yes or no? Is there somebody in the
No, there's
elevator?
a Martian in the He climbed through the roof.
What floor is the passenger stuck on?
There's 2 floors. Are you people that ignorant? Do you not know what fucking elevators are in what building?
So
Do
what
you
floor
not
is that?
know it? I don't know what floor, sir. There's only 2 fucking floors. There's a 50-50 fucking chance. You take a guess.
Okay, let me advise the officer to call 911 and we'll pay somebody out there. Okay, thank you.
There you go.
Wow. I love that guy.
If you like that, tweet Colin Kane. He brought that to my attention today.
What, am I fucking stupid?
That is fucking good, man.
That's a good one. That's funny shit.
All right. I think we've done enough radio. I think we should do less radio Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Why not?
We did plenty.
And I want to say that the people are lucky.
Why,
you get a
Jimmy?
full week of Jim Norton. next
Jim Norton for the
full
entire week.
week.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Jim Norton.
That's right.
Where is it, Jimmy? Hartford?
Yeah, man. The Funny Bone in Hartford. Right outside of Hartford, actually, tonight and tomorrow.
God damn. It's fucking funny.
Yeah, that's good. You think it was real?
Yeah, I actually do.
I kind of
because
think it was real.
He didn't have a snappy answer. That guy was genuinely angry.
You know what makes me think it wasn't real? The end where he won't tell him if there is a person stuck in the elevator because now he knows this person's going to call 911.
Oh, okay.
Because he has a reason now to call the cops if somebody is stuck in the elevator. He has the address,
right?
So he could call the cops and go, "Hey, send a cop over there." So
and then that guy's in trouble.
And then he
for
started
getting the cops
denying the
involved.
fact that
Right.
there was somebody in the elevator at all.
That's why I think it was real.
What?
Because if it wasn't real, he would have given a fake address. You wouldn't give your real address. That guy gave his real address, and they go, somebody in there, and he figures, oh, yeah, it'll get a guy here faster. There's someone in there. And then the guy realizes the cops are going to be called, so he doesn't want to answer.
Not bad.
Oh, that's good,
maybe you're
Jimmy.
right.
Look at you doing a little Jim C.
Oh.
Reading from Whackbag. Why is Fred from Brooklyn always so angry? Went very inside on that one, but definitely a good line.
Pig.
Why don't we do line of the day? Here is a runner-up line of the day.
How great would it have been if Neil Armstrong stepped on the moon and stepped right in dog shit? How confusing would that have been to the scientific community?
He's using some fucking multi-million-dollar piece of equipment to pry the dog shit out of the waffles in his shoes.
Yeah, the waffles. Because he doesn't want to smell up the capsule. Michael Collins won't let him get back on.
Get that off your feet.
We should just rename the bit Best Moments of the Show instead of Line of the Day. Okay. Here's another runner-up line of the day. Oh, my gosh.
I have never been on a date with someone who has a cardboard cutout of themselves.
It's not a cutout. It's my twin brother. He has AIDS.
Jesus. Nice. Bruce in Louisiana, you guys played that clip 5 years ago. Wow, our memories are shot.
Wow.
Really?
Sounded vaguely familiar.
Did it?
Vaguely, yeah.
I don't remember.
All right,
that.
then I don't thank Colin Kane.
I don't remember that.
Here's another runner-up line of the day.
He has her posed sexually in the woods. Fucking nailed with a railroad spike through her mouth to the fucking tree. Just jerks off on her shoes and yells at her. She scolded him.
DirecTV Guide says Jimmy will be on Leno tonight.
No, that's a mistake. I will be on Leno. It looks like I'm actually going to have to cancel, I believe, my Long Island shows that were sold out. I'm moving them.
What?
Actually. I have to move them because I will be on Leno
That was
that
the
night.
Bayshore thing?
Yes.
With the theater?
God damn it, James.
Can't help it. I got a couple.
One I was
Holy
going
shit.
to.
You're going to be on Bayshore shit list.
You're disappointing me.
I will be. I forgot to say this. I will be in Kansas City the 12th of December. Tickets on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. with Florentine. And Buffalo. I'm coming to Buffalo Friday the 23rd of October. And tickets go on sale today at 5 o'clock. I got to call Shred Reagan actually today.
Cool.
5.
Tell me I said hi.
Yes.
Another runner-up line of the day.
Well, Samantha fucking does a headstand and her friend checks her. She's got a dipstick in her pussy. She's down a little on jizz. She's down a quart.
I like the Sex and the City stuff today.
Yeah.
Is this line of the day time? Was that 4? It is, right? All right.
Yes.
Line of the day.
Here comes line of the day. Line of the day.
Fucking college dorm room.
Yeah, he knocks on her apartment door to find that scene.
Or he peeks in the Colonic Place window and he sees her fucking like with the hose in one guy's ass and the other end in her mouth.
Just spraying liquid shit all over her body.
He thinks, wow, she takes this recycling business too seriously.
Are you ready?
They were great, though.
Come on, you motherfuckers! This isn't a Barry Manilow concert. Are you ready?
It isn't?
Jimmy is.
Let me hear you make some noise!
You know how
Why
it
are you
is.
turning red?
He gets so look how red he
I've
gets.
never seen Jimmy turn
Little
red
Jimmy
before.
is such a little boy. Look at him, he's all red.
I think we should fit that into the intro of our show.
Oh, that
Are
would
you
be
ready? This isn't a
wonderful.
Barry Manilow
Are you
concert.
ready?
Let's
Yeah.
make some noise, and then the people at home have to make their.
And then it's like the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will be making noise. It'll be the sound of radios clicking off and booing.
Are you ready?
I want to know.
No, I'm not ready yet. I'm standing here, but I'm really not ready. They've been waiting how long?
Barry Manilow.
What gave
I
you
couldn't think.
What gave you the impression that they might not be ready?
Yeah,
Jimmy?
yeah. Are you ready?
They're all
Let me
standing. They
look.
got their phones up in the
No.
air,
All
trying
right,
to
I'm
catch the
seeing
moment that
someone
Ozzy hits the stage.
Yeah. I see someone there not ready, so we'll all wait for him.
Maybe Jimmy saw something from the stage.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure what their cheers were about. I wasn't sure if they were cheering because they were so not ready. That was a signal.
Maybe that was like, Jim, no, don't announce him yet. We're not ready.
I thought they were ready.
ANC from Jersey writes, please play Jimmy's Ozzy intro with Opie's STP.
Oh, STP. Yeah, that's a good one, too. Wow.
That intro has potential. We might have to rework that audio a little bit.
It does to inspire suicide.
we might have to rework that a little bit.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Oh, boy.
That was a doozy.
It was a great moment for you.
Are you ready?
They were great, though.
Come on, you motherfuckers! This isn't a Barry Manilow concert. Are you ready?
It isn't? Hey, look how red Jimmy is.
Let me hear you make some noise!
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen, goodness gracious!
Oh, shit.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
God damn it! Are you fucking with me?
Shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
Damn. That was good.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
Poor Jimmy.
I just want to go.
We were supposed to leave early today, too.
Yeah, I know. We were,
Oh, we're going to make up
plotting.
for this time.
Yes,
sometime
come
next
on.
week.
Right on the button. Let's go. Right now.
Really?
Right the fuck now.
Yep.
All right.
I'm out.